Yeah, it's going down, man. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest today, man. He go by a whole lot of names, man. You know what I'm saying? The Crooked, King of the Ghetto, Real Elvis Presley, Bar Kelly, Luther Vandross, and now Muhammad Ali. I know I done missed some, you know what I'm saying? But
Dirk Rowinski, Rokeem Olajuwon, Marvin Gaye, Silly D. Williams, the Roe Jays when I'm feeling 4 deep by my goddamn self.
Hold up, man. yeah. The Roe Jays when I'm 4 deep feeling by my guy. Hey, that's too loud.
Dranky Lyman, already.
Yeah, already, man. Zero, man. What's going down, man?
Shit, well, the world.
Yeah,
the world is going down right now. It's crazy to everybody else. It's regular for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm still drinking, I'm still smoking, and the studio at home is still open.
Yeah. So, man, Muhammad Ali, that's the next one coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What you got going on with that?
Muhammad Ali, man, I mean, it was time for me to feed my fans. I usually don't wait this long in between records, but it was November. It was November before the last time I dropped. So we going on a year and a half that I've been on a hiatus. So it's time to come out the dark and, shine some light on some boys right quick.
Yeah. Is this some new material? I know I've seen you say like 12 or 13 or so albums, like just sitting up.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely gonna be new to the world.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's fairly new. I don't really dabble too long with older songs. I gotta watch how I release music because I don't like to waste music. You know what I'm saying? With you being what you do, I know you understand what I'm talking about.
For sure.
It's kind of like it was the right time for me to drop Quarantine the other month because we was on quarantine. Of course, them was new songs except for the one with Wicked Cricket. Obviously, we did that by years ago. R.I.P. the Cricket. But I mean, yeah, it's new material. I can say all songs have been done within probably last year.
Yeah.
And I just waiting on, I got to wait on, I'm not on no major label or nothing, but how I do my thing, I got to wait. I got to get a release date. And then when I get a release date, I can get and put a project together, you know what I'm saying, and go from there, turn it in, and I just wait on them to do what they gonna do.
Yeah. You've been in the game so long, do you still get excited about putting out new music?
I never ever was excited about it.
No shit.
Nah, I never was excited about it. I don't like to rap. I don't like it. But it's something that I do well. You know what I'm saying? So I do this shit because it pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? But the game it's been a black eye in the game since before it was rap. And I don't like rap because of the people that's involved with it. It's probably the reason why I make the type of music that I make. So I don't like, take that back. I don't like what I gotta deal with after I make the record. Making the record is cool.
Yeah.
But all the politics and all that, I don't like doing all that because that shit make me don't love the game no more.
When you say politics, like what you mean?
Well, in the beginning of my career, I might say something that an exec may label as raunchy. We can't put that out. And if it ain't my label, it's not gonna come out. Then if I throw a fit, we going to war about some shit. So it's like, that. And then the real shit that, I gotta say this right. I think a lot of people scared of me, and I understand why, but I don't understand why. To be able to do songs with people I may have wanted to do a song with, they've been swayed away from messing with Zero for some other type of reason by some, bitch ass and a half ass dude or bitch. And that type of shit sours the game for me also, because a lot of people, it's a stigmata that'll float around and they'll believe what they hear rather than experiencing for themselves. So that stops me from being able to, do a song with somebody. So it's kind of like people be like, why you don't have features? I'm like, well shit, most of these niggas feel me for some reason. Maybe they think I'm gonna kill them on a song, which I'm most definitely gonna do.
Yeah.
or they think, like I've heard when doing songs with majors before, that I'm gonna come in the studio and whoop everybody and take something from somebody. Like, nigga, I've been rapping like, nigga, if I was taking something from somebody, I would have never came out what I found me.
Right.
Like, nigga, shit. So, but I mean, you know, shit crazy.
But I mean, but what was that come from though? If you don't have them type of incidents, you think it's just more so like, okay, he make this type of music. He has more of like a darker image, the one deep thing.
It's not even the music or the image. It's people. I got a couple of haters out here. Like, put it like this, man. If me and you got some shit going on, and you excel harder than I, but we doing the same thing, I'm in my feelings. And while I'm in my feelings, I'm not eating as much as you. So, hey, man, look, don't fuck with Donnie. You know what I'm saying? You know, that nigga, he drink piss or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him hit your weed. You know, this nigga, he herpes right here. Just trying to turn motherfuckers off to you because I'm not doing what you doing. I want to be where you at. And you got a whole lot of people that would try to consolidate power, too, which is real bad. They want to fuck up all the game in town. So the only game that's left is yours. Kind of like, you know, don't fuck with Donnie, man. That nigga there, you know, he weak, he whack, blah, blah, blah. Then turn right back around. Well, ain't nobody else fucking with you. Here I come.
Come holler at a nigga, yeah.
I give you this. I know you charge this, but I give you this, though. I done fucked up all the rest of the shit around town for you, so you gotta fuck with me.
You ain't got no choice, yeah.
Or if you got pride, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody. So it's a lot of that shit going on, too.
Damn. Okay, but shit, okay, damn, all right. Man, you done been in the game, what we talking, shit, 20, it's a little over 20 years now, huh?
22.
22. So, when you first started rapping, how long, what age did you start actually, like, rapping for real? And not before, I'm talking about before, look at what you did to me when you said, all right, I'm writing rhymes. Yeah.
I guess when my auntie bought me my first Beastie Boys album.
Yeah. License to Ill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Upside Down Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening, I was like, oh, these white dudes saying some shit. So I started writing poetry. And then when I moved to Mo City, that's when I was like, oh shit, the shit that they was rapping about, I was seeing that shit in Mo City. Because where I was living at the time, I couldn't come the fuck outside. I was too young, but you know.
Because you're originally from Hiram Clark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first place I got when I came here. You know what I'm saying? From where I was, I got to Hiram Clark. And when my mama died in Glen Iris and GI, we went to South Park. You know what I'm saying? So it was Hiram Clark, then it was South Park, still going to school in Hiram Clark out here, you know what I'm saying? And then some shit happened in Madison and, you know, introduced to Mo City.
I remember you had that from Hiram Clark to South Park to Ridgemont 4. I can't remember what song that was, but it was, yeah. Okay. So you were going to Madison. So even through high school, you were still in the Clark for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to school out here. I wasn't living out here since I was 6. Then, you know, we moved to South Park. And I just kept going to, you know, I kept going to Montgomery Elementary. Then a Dialing, you know what I'm saying? Then it was Madison for a little while, and some shit happened, and then intro to Willow Ridge.
What happened at Madison? You don't want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna just say, some shit happened with a robbery, and then some shit happened with somebody getting paralyzed, and then some shit happened in my house. This is all like in the same week, and then CPS was like, "You can't stay here no more," but your daddy stay in a place called Ridgemont, so you gonna go live with him. And I was like, shit, I don't want to go over there.
So you ain't really have a relationship with your dad prior to that, or?
I mean, you know, the type of relationship where it's like, oh, it's Friday, I'm gonna go to my dad's house.
It's the weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it's the weekend, and you know, after Sunday night service, because I'm sure gonna go to church, he gonna drop me back off at the crib. So that's what the relationship was.
Yeah. So you writing? So you get to Ridgemont. Is that when you really get into the rapping shit?
Yeah. I mean, I was rapping at first, man, with some cats. Man, it been so long ago, but Errol McCullough was the producer. You know what I'm saying? He was making beats. You know what I'm saying? We was going to Prince World Records. You know what I'm saying? Messing with Bunny and, you know, Steve and all, you know, the Jamaican clique. Father owing them over there at Rhythms, and all that shit.
How old are you around this time? This is like 14 years old, 15 years
Yeah,
old?
this is around like 7th, 8th grade-ish type shit. You know what I'm saying? We hanging out and doing songs and shit at school. We ain't never really do nothing with it. We was going to some studios over there, 26, South Loop and all that, making demos and shit, but we wasn't really doing nothing serious with it. But yeah, that's where that shit come from though. And then it got serious when I got to Mo City. That's when I started really experiencing the shit that we was rapping about. Cause I mean, them being of course you're gonna see people fight. You're gonna see people or be in a fight, or you're gonna see somebody with a gun. But with me being in school and then going straight to South Park and not coming outside, I can't experience none of that shit in my auntie house, because it's come home, we'll let you go down the block and play with this little white boy, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy, go down here and go, hit a baseball with Jimmy or some shit like that, or, go back here on Interville and, mess with my, this dude named Ronnie, or this other dude, Von Juan, you know what I'm talking about? The gospel rapper.
Yeah.
He was one of my neighbors back then. We used to just play basketball, and he wasn't no preacher yet. We was already fucking up. But that's who it was. We weren't doing nothing, man. Probably cow tipping was the worst shit we was doing over there.
Yeah.
But then, it got real when I got to Mo City, because now I'm doing the shit that we was rapping about. So that's where that shit started at.
Yeah. So how did it change? Was you just growing up, or was the environment was different?
I mean, we're getting over there to Ridgemont. The way how it was set up so different from my auntie house. Like, you felt the love. When a motherfucker tell you, hey, you can go to the end of this block. If not, nigga, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a curfew. Man, I got to my daddy's house. They ain't give a fuck when I came in. They ain't give a fuck when I went out. Motherfuckers was cooking for themselves type shit. And it was like on some, okay, I ain't want to come over here, but I was like, this is my first taste of nigga freedom. I'm like, hold on, over here I had to get permission to go outside. Over here they don't want me in the fucking house. So then it's like, all right, I'm hungry. Going there, oh shit, y'all niggas done put a padlock on the refrigerator. So I got to go outside the door to go eat.
Yeah.
I got to do something to get some money so I can eat. So here come,
Wait, the padlock. Wait. So this was how they was living before, or this was just on something you got over there, and then it was just like shit, every man for himself?
I'm a teenager, so I guess I'm hitting the refrigerator a little too much, and I'm like, my old man pushing me to play ball, so it's like, shit, if I'm gonna be playing ball out there, I need to eat.
To hoop or football?
Football.
Okay.
It was football in the grass, and it was, basketball was my passion on the hard top, but it was a combination of both. So I'm like, I want to eat, and I'm coming in, motherfucker. I'm trying to eat. Then about a month or two later, it's a lock on the refrigerator. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I really had to go outside in the streets and go do something for me and my own stomach.
Yeah. So that's when you get the hustling, or
that's when taking shit from people came into the play. Got with a couple people, I ain't gonna say their names because they probably good brothers right now too that ain't taking shit. So yeah, we that shit started off as Cadillac discs because they was easy to pop off. Then it got to spark plugs to break your window real easy and reach in and take your shit. Then it got to plaquing, got good with the flathead to take your shit. And then it got to, nigga, what you got? Then it got good with the hands to where it was like, didn't need a pistol to take what you had. And it was like, hey, give me your shit, nigga. If not, put you to sleep. And then fuck around and learn the hard way and get shot for doing that shit. No more taking nothing from people.
And what age is this?
Shit, this is before 18.
So you in high school doing all this shit?
Yeah, it's just to maintain, because I wasn't taking shit from nobody to try to come down. I just wanted to come up.
Yeah.
So that's what that shit was. That shit was short-lived though.
Yeah. So were you hooping at the Ridge?
That's funny. I was hooping in Madison, and Coach Yates, he put in a good word for me with Coach Bailey at the Ridge. And, you know, I'm hooping, I'm doing my thing. And you know how they do at the school, they don't tell you made it, they put the results on the field house. The motherfucker was like, man, I got so many complaints from these people talking about if I let you on the team, a lot of people gonna walk off because they like, nigga, you a transfer from HISD. You ain't been here but a month. How you gonna make the team? So man was told me I ain't make the team. I quit going to school. I like, this is the only reason I'm coming to this motherfucker. Then I stopped going to Calvin Murphy camp because, I mean, I was in a whole bunch of camps. I just stopped going. I like, man, fuck this shit. I'm finna see what these streets talking about for real.
No shit. So you at the Ridge around what year?
Well, I know I was
Supposed to graduate what year?
in 94.
So the year they won. No shit. You know Jason Williams? That's like one of my big homies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got kicked out the house all that day.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got kicked out the house because, you know, on graduation Saturday, everybody going to Surfside. So I got kicked out of my house that day with no surfing. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
That shit made me, I guess, who I am right now. That's when the One Deep mentality was born. You gotta do this shit for, you know, it's a lot of people say One Deep because it sound cool, and then I ain't never want that shit, but it's what I had to do. Sleep right next door to your house. And
so it got to a point where you had to start sleeping outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got put out the house. You know what I'm saying? I got put out the house. And Pub Park was right next door to my house. And there was a little bench right there, you know, little like picnic table area type shit. So, you know, everybody come to the park. I get up, go out there and go hoop with them, and everybody go home, go to the bench. And this shit is right next door to where my room was. And my homeboy, which I had let move in my house, and this motherfucker got me kicked out my house. This nigga still in my room. Yeah.
What?
That shit was gay in a motherfucker. But yeah, this nigga
so he ended up having a better relationship with your people than.
Yeah, because I'm like, I ain't saying nothing to these niggas. They done put a padlock on the door. But you know, it is what it is. You know, he'll get off work. This nigga come walk over there to the table. Niggas working at Wendy's on Main. So he'll come bring me one of them horse burgers, you know what I'm saying, some of them rough ass fries. And like, here you go. And I'll be like, really want to attack this nigga every time I see him, like, you know, on some Randy Macho, like snapping to a bitch ass nigga gym type shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, shit. I eat that shit and go to sleep.
Yeah. So then what you start getting into?
Telemarketing and Little Caesars. My first and only jobs.
No shit.
Yeah. That what cause I mean, I had to give me some money some type of way.
Yeah.
So I was.
The Little Caesars right down on South Post Soak. It's the Subway now.
Yeah.
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 And, do you know Terrence Dotson is?
I recall the name a little bit.
Okay.
But I was in there with Philip Lewis.
Philip, yeah.
Philip was the manager, and Ernest African Ass was his manager type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I worked at the motherfucking Video Square next door to that motherfucker at the time.
Yeah.
I was trying to get money. I was in that bitch selling pizza with 3 for 10s inside the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Had to give me some money.
Yeah. So how long that lasted?
2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And you just wasn't fucking with it, or?
I mean, you know, found something better in selling 3 for 10s. It was right now money, and everybody smoking weed at the time. Wasn't none of us on no motherfucking, couldn't nobody afford no kush. With that Reginald, boys was on Reginald all day long. I go in that bitch and roll up some pen squares or some good 3 for 10. Shit. Man, I break down a 20 sack and make like $120 out of that shit.
No shit.
But yeah. And that shit was making me able to go down there and get me a room at the Post Oak Inn. You know what I'm saying? Right up there. Or if I really made some motherfucking money, I go to the on Main up there to the Hotel 6, to the Motel 6 over there,
Mm-hmm.
across from Caro.
Carol's
on
not
the
like,
side.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I started doing.
Man, okay. So are you rapping around this time too, or is you just straight hustling?
I'm writing raps,
Yeah.
and the shit ain't get really serious until I met Bam.
Yeah. Talk about Bam, because I done heard that name before, but I don't really know like a whole lot about him.
Bam, Rough Niggas Bible. You know what I'm saying? I really forgot how. Okay, nah, I didn't. You know, me being in Mo City, you got Lil Flea living in the neighborhood.
Street military.
Yeah. So it's like, that's my go-to dude. And I'm like, hey, man, check this out. Is this jamming? Then I see how to roll through there and the big ass, I guess it was a Lincoln or whatever this big-ass car was. I was like, damn, that's street military right now. And I, let them hear my shit. They kind of, Flea kind of opened the door for me and introduced the nigga to Bam. And, Bam was on X-Bam Records at the time with Jared Oliver. And I signed with X-Bam. I ain't never do nothing with them though, but I signed with them. That was my first major signing at the time. And I just went from there. I started, rocking with the faculty, you know what I'm saying, and Too Real, the Avalon Boys, and the whole Killer Clan thing, you know what I'm saying. But I'm looking up the street military at the time, and they kind of didn't put me with Bam, but me and Bam was doing a whole lot of the same shit. So I started, on some everyday shit with Bam. And,
Yeah.
That's how the professional shit kind of started a little bit, like getting a taste of how the shit go on a professional level. So, yeah.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about street military and just like how important they are, you know what I'm saying, like hip hop in Houston and shit.
Well, for one, they deserve a whole lot more recognition than they got. You know what I'm saying? All the real niggas know, but I think everybody needs to know. I tell a whole lot of people, man, that Zero is, a little bit of Point Blank, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of street military, a little bit of K-Reno. I think all that made up Zero. Cause I listen to them, like I could listen to Pac, Big, yeah, of course they jamming, but I can't see these people. And the thing about it is, like in hip hop today, you get a lot of people that rap hard and a motherfucker about shit they never did before. I really remember going to parties and seeing street military whooping everybody ass in that motherfucker.
No
you
shit.
know what I'm saying? I done been places where Boomerang, with Point Blank and all them Reckless Clan, Vice Lord niggas, they in that bitch stomping the fuck out of somebody. So when he get in that motherfucker and say it's hard to think when my mind go blank, I seen this nigga lose his motherfucking mind before. I'm not praising it, but I'm saying
it
like
was real.
these people
Yeah.
are telling the truth.
Yeah.
And they able to be celebrities. I want to fuck with them because it's tangible to me. I can actually put my hands on them. Hey, Lil Flea, I know you talk about how ugly I roll my squares, but I want to come over there and smoke one of these ugly motherfuckers with you and let you hear this song. Shit, come on through, my nigga. It was an open door. They was the first people that made me feel welcome in the hip hop world, period. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was like, nigga, you rap too fast. This is what they was doing.
Yeah.
They wasn't on that love me tenderly type of, and you woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
They was on some, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, but praise the Lord, though.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the type of shit I want to be on. So I started rocking out with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so all right, after the X-Bam thing, when do you is that when you start working on Look at What You Did to Me?
Nah, after the X-Bam thing, some time went by, I met this cat, Rakesh. And he had Afterlife or Resurrection Music Group and all that. And I started rocking out with him. He did a beat for me, and he was working with this guy, I think his name was Sammy Hewen or something, a dude from Pen and Pixel. And they was roommates, living, on the West. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking in my head, business like.
That's live as here. You got the
free
producer.
album covers.
Yeah.
And free, So I'm like, let me prove myself worthy to be in they mix. Cause I'm thinking like I can come up for all of us. And I did a song and they was jamming it. And before you know it, I'm a roommate. I'm a roommate, and we over there just making music and shit. Bam, come over there. He, kind of fucked my situation up, doing a bunch of nigga shit in the highs. But that's how that shit. I start recording songs, and then some type of way. Herman Fisher. He had an artist named JV, and he came over to the house one day, cause he paying for JV shit to be made. He called like when he was on the outside, like hello, and the nigga, I'm like hello, ain't nobody saying nothing. Hang the phone up. He called. He keep calling back. I'm like, man, who the fuck, man, what? He say, man. He said something like nigga this, nigga that, and I'm like, man, whatever. I hung the phone up. So the door knocked. He answered the door like, I was like, what's up? Who you? I'm Fish. I say, oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm here for Rakesh. I'm like, yeah, he in the back. So he walked in and looked at me like, who that was with that what on the phone? I was like, shit, nigga, it was me.
Yeah.
He was a big old dude, and I was probably like, big as this here. But I was like, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, I'm bigger than everybody, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, yeah, that was me. And nigga was like, boy, nigga, nigga kept his hand like this all the time. Because all this nigga used to do was count money. So he'd be like, yeah, he'll talk shit, nigga have a bankroll right here. So he like, yeah, nigga, and whatever. Then Rock was playing some of my shit, and he was like, man, who is that? He say, that's the nigga you was arguing with in there. Man, let me holler at that nigga. And he hollered at me, and then we put out Look What You Did to Me.
Classic.
And that shit was crazy, because it's my first time doing some professional shit. I guess I can say it now. Man, when I signed, nigga gave me 9.
No shit.
Nigga gave me 9.
No
You
shit.
think you gonna get a signing bonus? He's like, yeah, nigga, I'm finna be in the paper.
Here you go.
I'm like, circles? I'm like, this nigga gave me 9. This nigga gave me 9
Wait,
ounces.
I'm listening to you, but it's really sinking in now. This is
Nah,
wild
nigga, 9
as fuck.
ounces. 9 ounces of crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is, I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, nigga, like, I'm looking, hey man, gonna get your money with this here. And I'm like, all right.
At the time, did it register? Like, man,
Nah,
you wasn't tripping. You like, shit, fuck
wasn't
it. I'm gonna
tripping
get some
'cause
bread.
I gotta like, at the time, I'm like, I got my first crib on Ridge, man. Split level duplex, 2-bedroom, 13-inch black and white TV, app mattress type shit. That old couch, not the divan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker like corduroy everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Itchy back type shit. This what I had. Rent was $300 a month. I'm like, shit, with each one of these, if I rock this motherfucker, I can make at least $1,500. I mean, that bitch, man, I'm a chopping motherfucker at the time. And going to church.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was Look What You Did to Me. And yeah, that's when the professional part started. You know what I'm saying?
As far as what, learning about contracts or just what?
I mean, like as far as I had already signed a contract with X-Bam,
Right.
but it did nothing go. Then it was professional, meaning that this motherfucker actually came out. This album actually came out, and I actually started doing light performances places. And from performing is how the screw shit come in.
Right.
And
this is at Club Unique?
Club Unique.
Right there on
LD.
Main, next to Sound Waves in the corner, yeah.
I'm up in there, and motherfuckers like, hey man, my brother you just went hard. My brother wanna meet you. And I like, who the fuck is you and who is your brother?
Yeah.
I'm LD. I like, oh, okay. He like, yeah, Screw one. I'm like, nigga, Screw wanna meet me. And then the LD do the same shit Fish did, but for nothing though. He like, nah, my nigga, like, I'm like, I know I look clean up in here right now, but I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga gave me a foil paper full of sticks. And I'm like, I'm sure not finna smoke these motherfuckers. I'm finna sell them.
Yeah.
Took me to Screw House. And Screw was like, what's up? We ain't do no tape. But I was just tripping. I was like, man, nigga, that go Big Pokey.
Okay, wait. So from the club, y'all go to Screw House?
From the club. Like, we don't go directly to that motherfucker, but he is like, hey, we're gonna be doing something tomorrow. Here go my number. Call him. And we go straight up in that motherfucker. And it's like,
So he takes you over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, I ain't had no motherfucking car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we get over there, and like, they was in a Regal. We go over to that motherfucker and was like, I'm like, shit. I'm starting to see people and then put voices to names like, oh, that's DJ Gold. That nigga talk like it's my, you know, I caught his draw. You know what I'm saying? Then when I seen Big Pokey, I had never seen nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so conceited into me. I ain't know what nobody look like. I ain't know what Screw look like.
None of us really knew what a lot of y'all looked like for a long time, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because I mean, it wasn't no social media. You know what I'm saying? And you really had to be a snitch if you were taking pictures of everybody. You was gonna get your ass whooped at a time like that. Because it wasn't number prime co-phone.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, went over there and I'm like,
So
there go-
Pokey and all these people is over there. So who
Yeah.
all over there? When you first go over there, you say Gold,
Man,
Pokey.
Well, of course, DJ Gold always there. Aldi was always there. Screw was hardly ever at that motherfucker, but Screw was there.
He wouldn't hardly be at the crib.
Man, Screw be out doing a bunch of shit for people.
Yeah.
Screw was selling them tapes, and he wasn't selling them out of. See, this the new house. This on, you know, this the Turtle Creek house. So he already had his shop going on cutting by the time I come along.
Oh, so you didn't make it to the other house over
I've
there?
been to the other house as a customer.
Yeah.
I ain't never been up in there
But in there.
motherfucker as it in there to like, hey, I want to rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and by all my homeboys, you be like, hey, bitch, you need to go in there and go, you got something to say. I'm like, well, I'm not going to say it today. I'm getting this tape. We finna drink.
So when
We
you going to
finna
get the
smoke.
tapes, you ain't even thinking about, hey,
Yeah,
Screw,
yeah.
I rap.
I'm
you know
thinking
what I'm
about it, but then I'm like, I don't like people.
Yeah.
So I look at everybody like they like me. I don't want you up in my face. I'm not going to be up in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because God forbid, motherfucker, hey, man, Screw, hey, Screw, I'm zero and I rap. And then they hit you with the, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be like, well, fuck you then. But I'm going to be out of line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, I don't want to fuck with nobody because I don't be, you know, I don't want nobody to fuck with me type shit.
Right.
So I ain't never say nothing to him. Then I look up a couple of times, nigga was walking over me in my house, you know what I'm saying, fucking with this chick that was like, AKA my sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, nigga, while you sleep on the floor, you can feel a nigga. I'm like, man, who's this nigga here? And he like, oh shit, my bad, little homie. And I'm listening like, man, this nigga sound like DJ Screw. Then she'll be like, hey, I was telling you my brother rap. He was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I'll check him out one day. Like I say, you don't want niggas fucking with you. So I had to wait. And this was like way before I even, you know, way before the Club Unique shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is like back when Point Royale was Tiffany Place.
Yeah.
I was living in cobblestone type shit. So, yeah, it's a long time ago. But I'm seeing all these people, man, and
So you say Pokey was over there, Gold was over there.
Pokey will come through there. Mike D always coming through there, dropping off, picking up something. You know,
Wait, so you saying you talking about on different occasions? So you would just be
Nah, I'm
over
talking
there
about
after you
one
went.
day. I'm
Oh,
talking
this
about one
this
day.
one day all this
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, all this, and then, you know, Hawk come through there. Like, I didn't know the schedule. Because the school was going to tell you, hey, we're going to make a dub tonight. It's 5 o'clock. Y'all not starting on this shit today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit going to probably start at like 12:30 in the morning. Like when the times I'm going over there.
Yeah.
And then once you go in there and let Screw fall asleep, you can't leave. Because
Yeah.
the door locked. Ain't no taking the keys from this nigga. So I learned the hard way. I went over there like, oh, man, let me come up and be on my best, you know, rapmanship. And we ain't even going in their room. We in this motherfucker drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
Listening to Mac 10 album or listening to Sebo. That was Screw's favorite. You know what I'm saying? And after everybody go to sleep and wake up, then you'll hear that zzz. He done woke up first and he done started without everybody. Niggas just start waking up, brushing their teeth, going in there and like, yeah, let me get on that bitch, Screw. You know, that type of shit. But this was all like in the course of in a whole visit. People come and leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, come over there. You know what I'm saying? The newest people. Like, I'm not even in here yet. I'm just going over.
You just
here
coming through. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after I go in there and I kick it for a little while, Screw asked me some questions. He like, man, what you want to say out of this music shit? You want to come down? You want to shine? I'm like, man, I want to eat. Whatever that mean, I want to eat. He like, what you mean? I'm like, well, shit, I want to eat the right way. I don't want to step on no toes. I just want to eat. So he was fucking with my temperament at first. Then eventually we got around to the music, and I let him hear my album with my Look What You Did to Me. He fell in love with They Tell Me Put the Dough Down. He fell in love with that. He fell in love with Gotta Get My Pimp On, and he fell in love with that the Ghetto Crisis, the reggae song.
Yeah.
And he started putting them on dubs. And then he hit a nigga one day like, hey, you in? And I'm like, I'm in what? He like, SUC. I didn't even know that this shit was called SUC. I was just like, shit, I'm in Screwhouse and all these niggas over here. Because to tell the truth, I didn't have no motherfucking car. So the only time I'm going to hear Screw Tape is when I'm riding with somebody. And niggas wasn't picking me up, like I said on I Found Me.
Yeah.
So it's very seldom I was in a car with somebody jamming that shit to know what SUC meant. Nigga like, you SUC? I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. Well, that's half of my mission accomplished.
So when you went over there that first day, they made a tape. Were you on the tape or you was just there?
Nah. Because by the time that they made that tape, I was like, man, I'm finna go the fuck back home. And I went the fuck back home. And then the next time I came over there, I want to say maybe it was Shot Calling with Grace, R.P. Grace, and Los. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit, then turned right back around and did G-Love with Al D. You know what I'm saying? And that's like how the zero on the Screw Tape started. You know what I'm saying? But it was after I played him Look What You Did to Me and shit. So me being on them tapes was strictly based off real music and not no freestyle shit.
Yeah. Talk about making Blue 22.
Shit, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going
You ain't
hard
hear
like
Screw
that.
on that motherfucker say, dropping mics, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I was asleep. This man pulled a paint into, I want to say either a 2 or a 3 liter pineapple soda from Randall's.
God
One of
damn.
the cheap ass 88 cent soda.
Yeah, I remember them
So
sodas,
it's thin in the motherfucker, so the drink was thick. Man, by the time that nigga hit record, I was already snoring. I had some shit coming outside of my mouth. So I was like, I don't remember shit.
Yeah.
That nigga woke me up and like, I was like, oh yeah, Yellow Bone, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Flipping with Yellow Bone and went right back to sleep. I ain't hear the tape till I woke up. I wasn't there for that shit.
Yeah, because you ain't really on there. I mean, you kind
I
of
talked on that motherfucker
at the beginning
but
a little
if you
bit, but not a
listen to
whole
what
lot.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm not making no fucking sense. On that song, fuck you, and nigga Ice Cube.
All my ex-bitches, yeah.
I say, yeah, you better find another patch of grass. What do that shit even mean? I was like been dreaming about a field or something. Like, I wasn't there. I was fucked up. You gotta understand, man. I had drunk a deuce before. Had never drunk a 8 with nobody at one time. And I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna make up a word, man. The porridges was stupid.
Yeah, nah, you
Man,
talking
how
about putting the
put a
paint in a 2 or 3.
6
That's crazy.
How you put a 6 in a 20 ounce? That where that shit come from, so the water don't even move. I'm
Yeah.
like, you do this here and that shit just still there. Niggas pulling up shit like that.
6 and a 20.
And-
That's
and
crazy,
motherfucker,
man.
that's what Screw say. Yeah, it's my nigga birthday. You know, make a dub with him, pour up a paint with him. All I can say is, huh?
Yeah,
I don't even know what he's saying.
yeah.
Huh.
Did you pick your songs for that particular tape?
Yeah. I picked the songs that I wanted on there and Screw put them together.
Yeah. So that freestyle, that wasn't written. That was all freestyle.
It was a freestyle at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was a freestyle at that point.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
Then
a-
I came back and did that bitch at the park. After I knew that motherfucker, I came and did that bitch
For
when I
the
had blue
DVD.
shirt on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Okay. So shit. Talk about because I just had Den here and he was saying, man, how Screw, of course we all know Screw didn't really do albums like that, but he was gonna do Zero versus the World.
Mm-hmm. And the day the wax came in was the day he died.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That shit just Screw didn't want to be, cause like I said when I first came in here, like man, the politics will ruin you. You don't want to deal with people after you see how vindictive and vicious the game is, and how people just want to use you to get to their goal. And if you got a good heart, that shit gonna fuck with you. So Screw didn't want to, cause he naturally had a good heart. And when you got a good heart, man, you can't fuck with a lot of people who don't have that same heart that you got, because it means you're gonna get walked on. You're a welcome mat waiting to happen. So if you know that, you're gonna still clear that shit. But Screw knew the way how I was. I just wanted to be around. I wouldn't never be like, Screw, let's make a dub. I was just like, I'm meeting these niggas for the first time, but they treat me like they've been knowing me my whole life. I ain't get that from the niggas that was dropping me off over there. So I'm like, Screw like, shit, what's good? What you want? Man, ride the Hearts chicken with me right quick. I'm like, yeah, that's some dry ass chicken, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And I'm with Screw. And to have a nigga that everybody talking about you, that's kind of like when motherfuckers be like, hey, Ro, you the shit, Ro, you the shit. And I be like, yeah, but K Reno though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hats come off to who the fuck they need to come off to. And I don't like nobody riding me for too long, because I'm just me. I'm with me all day. I might be zero to you. I'm not to me though. And I'll probably get that shit from Screw. Because motherfucker be like, Fifi used to tell him, hey man, you a star. He be like, nah, stars is up there. I'm Robert Davis. And I was like, you know what? He right. Screw a uniform. He take that motherfucker off when he go home, and he Robert Davis. The zero shit is a uniform. So I don't walk around identifying with this shit like, yeah, I know y'all see me. I know y'all see the name on the mask. Nah, actually, I'm just trying to, protect myself. Somebody put this, shout out to DJ Hefner. He made these hoes. But I'm not walking around every day like I'm a rap nigga. I walk around every day like, hey, look, when the first come, I gotta do the same shit you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Probably more of it, because I got a lot of shit to pay for.
That's what comes with it, but it's all the same thing though.
It's the same shit. No difference from me and the motherfuckers that was putting that music together outside. We all the same person.
Yeah. So you had kind of dove into it a little bit, but you were saying, so you think people kind of took advantage of Screw kind of being just kind of kind and like giving how everybody say he is, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, of course, because they do that to anybody in a position like that. If a nigga know your weakness, then he'll play on it for his good, or she'll play on it for her good. So, I mean, you got people that want Screw to come through and do their album, but don't want to pay him what he's saying, what he's worth, or what he's charging. Then they'll be like, okay, well, how about if I give you this here and I give you a little bit of this here? A lot of that shit was going on, but that goes on with everybody in this game. Bro, how much for a verse? Oh, it's this. Okay, well, what about if I give you this here? Well, what about if I just, say, nigga, fuck you and your mama? Nigga, I just told you what it was.
Yeah.
Everybody try you no matter who you are. It'll trip you out. And you'll be like, they tried him with that shit?
Yeah.
Or they tried her with that shit? Motherfuckers you think is invincible. Motherfucker gonna try you anyway. And try to, sugarcoat some shit. Make you think like, hey man, this shit here is gonna be pleasing and filling, even though it's some shit. So I mean, but yeah, Screw didn't want to do that type of shit. He just wanted to see all of his people under his umbrella eat in their own way. And I understood that. Because you got a lot of people who don't just necessarily not rock with each other, but Hawk and Kiki was rocking. That was who was rocking with, me and Mike D end up rocking real hard. You know what I'm saying? You'll see, and then, after that, like right now, Straight Leg Bacon, you see Pokey and Kiki all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look up and see me with anybody from the SUC, it was going to be Mike D. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own people that they rock with. You know what I'm saying? Some people didn't even rock with at all. Like, nigga didn't know who Lil Flip hung out with, because me and him basically coming in at the same time, but he got people he hang out with. I'm basically not hanging with no motherfucking body until I get over there. I'm hanging out with Screw or I'm hanging out with Al D. I started doing a bunch of shit with Al D. You know what I'm saying? Angelique and, you know, people like that. Then they get into Mo. Then they get into me and Hawk conversating every day, pulling up just to smoke, doing shows together. Like, shit had to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Hawk was doing with his, you know, Dead End Alliance and his DEA thing, the same thing Kiki ended up doing with his, you know, 713, what I end up doing with my 1D. You know, everybody had their own type of imprint because people wanted to have the type of money that Screw had. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be a boss. And then Screw didn't want you to work for him. He wanted you to be a boss also. So he was just giving you the platform to get your shit up. And then once your shit gets to a certain type of pinnacle, then you can get up and you can, I guess, so to speak, for lack of other words, you could be Screw. And, you know, me, I would have been cool with signing with Screw. Because the one thing about it, he was paying me for shit that I was like, what the fuck you give me this for?
Yeah.
I gotta, you know, I'm like, shit, the payoff is being here with you. That's the payoff.
Yeah.
Because from that shit was born situations like helping write City Serve. You know what I'm saying? Situations where I jumped on other people's albums after they was like, oh, Screw, he hard. Tell him I need a hook.
Yeah.
Tell him I need a verse. Oh, he make beats? Oh, tell him he made that? Oh, okay, shit. Tell him I need one like that. So I'm getting money.
Yeah.
So the payoff was just knowing him. So, I mean, you know, and he saw that shit. He didn't want to, you know, because it'll hurt you to tell your mans, hey, you in the red.
Yeah.
You ain't sold shit.
Yeah.
So I can't pay you nothing this month. And then this your mans, so you going to be like, I can't do my mans like that. So I'm going to go in my pocket and put myself in the red and just not tell this nigga or not tell her, she ain't sold nothing. Huh, man, he go 10,000.
You know what, because me and Mike D was talking about that, and then Den talked about it, how, like, he was saying a bunch of that type of business was going on here, and that's why we don't have a lot of labels, because it was more of, like, you know, putting the friendship over the business, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, on one note, you got a lot of people.
And before you start, is that why you don't really get into that, you know what I'm saying, and kind of stick to yourself?
Well, I stick to myself because no disrespect to nobody that I've ever rocked with or nobody that I have yet to rock with. I don't know nobody with my type of work ethic. I ain't never experienced that shit with nobody. Like, I just don't, you know, I just don't know it. It's kind of like Slim Thug will tell you, like, yeah, nigga, we at the studio. Ain't shit gonna happen till Rotha get here, though. I'm gonna walk in like, hey, yeah, yeah, shit, what we got? Shit, all right, hold on. All right, shit, what we got? All right, Gavin, you know what I'm saying? Be done, played it, what we got?
Yeah.
Okay, summertime in my, that's what we gonna go with.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you remember this, but we had did that the 1995 with Propane. I produced that with Gavin and them, and we had did that.
I know.
And you walked in there and immediately was like,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, you on some swinging? Okay.
Man, look.
And walked in there, and I'm talking about, and I'm sitting in there amazed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never tell you this, but I'm sitting there amazed at just how fast the process was. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a difference in a motherfucker doing some shit because he jamming, and it's a difference in a motherfucker doing some shit because he need it. So when I walk in that motherfucker, like when I tell you there ain't a nigga with a work ethic like me, I was writing some shit on the way over here. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And when I leave this bitch, I'm gonna go home and go in the studio. You know, off whatever idea I get from our conversation tonight, I'm gonna go work. That's how a motherfucker have all these albums sitting up just ready to go because I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I walk in, I hit a motherfucking beat, I'm like, oh, nah, cut me on right quick. Let's try this here. And that's why I don't rock with a lot of motherfuckers. Because, I mean, I don't know if Den said it, but I'm on straight profit because I see the work. And then at the time, Young had a deal. I'm like, oh, I need to go over there and fuck with them. They kind of gave me like the Crip welcome. But I mean, I want to be welcomed as an artist. I want to come over here and do my thing. So I go to a couple sessions at Uptown with E. This nigga Den, cause I'm thinking like a businessman back then. They charging X amount of dollars for the studio time. We on the other side, on the right side, smoking and drinking though, the whole time. I gotta come back to this motherfucker like 2-3 days straight to get one song done. And I'm like, this ain't my type of thing. Cause if I do a song Thursday, I don't want to revisit that bitch Friday.
Yeah.
That bitch need to be done Thursday.
Yeah, you want to be on to the next one. Yeah.
Cause nigga, I mean, you know, Pac said this shit to them niggas in the studio
Yeah.
way back. This ain't a luxury we had to take all this time on this shit. Niggas leave the studio and get killed or die or kill themselves or go to jail for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You look up, all of a sudden shit, Corey Blunt gone. I look up every 10 minutes, hey man, Mike D in jail. Then shit, me. As soon as I sign something, I'm gone. Caught with some drink, I'm gone. Oh, the nigga smelled the weed, I'm gone. Like, you don't have a luxury and you don't know if you're gonna have a chance to do this shit again. So when I walk in that motherfucker and I hear something, I'm like, hey man, we gotta act like this the last time we gonna be available to do this shit. So with that type of mentality, not only does it make you go harder, cause if some do like me, I knew I was finna go to jail on I Hate You Bitch. I knew I was finna go. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to rap for at least 2 years. Then the motherfucker was talking about 2 years, TDC. So I was like, I'm finna be gone for 24 months. I gotta look at it like that. Let me leave my hardest shit out here. That'll keep me afloat until I come the fuck back.
Yeah.
And so
I was talking to Mike Dean yesterday about that I Hate You Bitch session. He was saying how that shit that all went down and he was just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Went to the studio and y'all did the record.
Man, how Mike Dean, this is the first dude I got in with that used to ask me how I'm feeling when I get there. He like, what you feel like today, Ro? And I'm like, what the fuck you mean?
He really producing. You don't even get it though, yeah.
Well, what you go through today? I'm like, well, shit. Well, number one, chick took everything. You know, I'm like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, man, bitch took my house out my house, nigga. She took everything. They didn't send me to jail for nothing. He was like, well, how do you feel? So at the time, I was like, even though we didn't got this shit, you know, we good now and all that. But I'm like, I feel like and I was just playing. I was like, man, I hate that bitch. He like, what? I like, I never thought I'd say. That nigga say, keep doing that. And I was like, why that shit feel weird to be, number one, having a motherfucker telling me what to do. I'm like, nigga, you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be difficult. When he like, nah, for real. The motherfucker had that guitar, he peer, and I was like, I hate that. And shit was born like that. I ain't going that motherfucker with nothing wrote. That's why the shit used to take so long. And then Mike Dean, you know, I had to shout out to him. But you know how when we doing our thing, we only think about us. So when I get there, I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to go all night. You know, totally disregarding the fact that Juvenile just left. And then before him, you know, Bun might have just left. And then before him, Do or Die just left.
He done been in sessions all day.
I'm the last nigga on the totem pole. This nigga tired.
Yeah.
2, 3 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, that bitch jamming. And I got an idea for this other thing. I was listening to Pat Benatar. He was like, bro, I'm tired. I'm like, fuck you mean? You tired? We only been here 6 hours. I'm tired. So I was like, that's why I went and got my own studio. Cause then he was like, well, I can't give you a dub. Jay don't want the dubs to go out. I was like, got me fucked up, down and to the side. I'm taking my shit with me. So I stopped going over there because he don't want to have no problems with Jay. Like a lot of people don't. So I was like, well, shit. I got familiar with Ron Shelton at Guitar Center. What I need, I got about 15, 20 to play with. I don't need no state-of-the-art shit. I just need some shit that's like art of the state. He put me together, and I started recording at home. Ever since Let the Truth Be Told, I wouldn't dare walk in a nigga studio trying to record my album at nobody else's shit but mine after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man. Damn, okay. Man, we just kind of jumped around.
Yeah.
But man, okay, so after the Fisher Boy thing, this is what I want to know. Because I heard you say that the Gorilla Mob Rise album was a solo album at first. So did you put that together while you were still with Fisher Boy?
Well, what happened was me and Fish had like a little falling out. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to dump these ashes on y'all floor, man. But we had a little falling out, right? And to where I ended up being kicked out of his spot. Dropped me back off in Mo City type shit. And by the time I'm it's time for me to do a solo record. Fish and a lot of people from his hood in the Trey had got caught up in a big ass drug deal. Not a drug deal, but a drug bust, and they was gone. And when he left, we wasn't under the best. Well, our relationship wasn't the best. So I'm kind of like, and I didn't really get no money off of that first record. So I'm like, well, shit. Now I got school, I got school history now, and I got a little recognition in, I'm gonna say, in a couple of spots around Texas. You know what I'm saying? And Lake Charles for damn sure. Shout out to Festival City and all that shit back then. But I ain't want to put out no another record and not get paid for it. So songs that I had already wrote, some of them I had already recorded. I was taking verses off of shit, and I was like, I wonder if I put out a solo record right now on something other than Fisher Boy, will he try to trip? Will he try to sue me? Will he try to do anything, related to that? So I was like, if I come up with a group where I'm a side man and not a front man, I can't get sued for nothing. So a lot of them songs I had verses wrote for, I was just like, I went to Dougie D and I went to Trey, and I was like, hey, look, let's do this here. So that's how that shit got born.
So how'd you meet Dougie D and Trey?
Well, Bam introduced me to Trey in '96. You know what I'm saying? He ain't my cousin.
I thought y'all were cousins for real. Like,
yeah, because that was the image we gave y'all.
Yeah.
Because of the similar sounds and the similar subject matters and shit that we was rapping on when we met in '96. And, Doug was a dude from the neighborhood right in front of Ridgemont from Mayfield Park. I met him, nigga kind of looked like me. We kind of favored each other. And I was on some rap shit way back then trying to make it happen. And I was just like, hey, let's do this. I had made the Gorilla Mob hat in, like, I want to say everybody in my hood, like Shano and them. I'm trying to get this shit right because somebody had a red and black hat. You know what I'm saying? You had the Ridge. You had the Ridgeland Riders. I think they was red and black. I think you had like Ridgemont Hardheads or Pud Park or some shit like that. But you had a red and yellow hat. A red and black hat. You had a purple and yellow hat. And then by this time, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm on my own shit. So I put Gorilla Mob on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, that shit was, I had the hat. It was some shit that I was saying a long time before it came to fruition, you know what I'm saying? And we started doing songs. And when it came down to it, I put some songs together. We put them in order, and we dropped the record. And I did that shit, number one, because I was just trying to find an avenue where I could release music and not get sued and get all the money.
Yeah.
Because, he in jail right now, and I'm just idly sitting here, and what I heard was the man was going to do 5 years. So I was like, I'm not sitting around waiting on 5 years and hold my shit up, especially when I feel like I'm hot and I'm hard right now. So that's why I did the Gorilla Mob.
So, okay, it was one other person, though, somebody named Taz, I think it was?
Yeah, Taz was in there, too.
Yeah, so whatever, he just kind of disappeared. Like, I know he went when y'all did the second album.
Yeah. He was, I don't know where he went to. I heard some shit about him that I won't repeat on here, but I heard some things, and then everybody started kind of going their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, once spotlight started hitting us, I think that me and Trey kind of stood out a little harder than anybody else. So we kind of went on. Doug went on too, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, but it was kind of like I went through a whole lot of labels, building myself. Trey did his thing, building himself, and that was really basically just me and Trey from that point on. By the time we did the second Gorilla Mob, it was after our first little beef, you know what I'm saying, Resurrection.
Yeah.
So we did that, and but other than that, my original thing for the group was, if it make money, it's something I can return to periodically in between solo records, and make money on and, eat with my people. So, I mean, that's what that was for me at first.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Man, okay, so Gorilla Mob, that was when I first that's when my first introduction to Roe, you know what I'm saying? Like, so after that, you go and you do Zero versus the World.
I go and do Zero versus the World. And I think that was the one that really probably started to really put me on the map. This is my first album where I really had, even though we had features on Gorilla Mob, this is based off my relationships with the SUC. Zero vs. the World came, I'm on here with Hawk, Grace, I'm really going in on this motherfucker. And then that was the record with Too Many Niggas on, the first one.
Yeah.
When that motherfucker used to come on, it changed the club.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna do the solo thing now.
So was that when you was like, okay, it's going down for real right now when you did that album?
Well, nah, I didn't say that until 2004. But on the I Hate You album, Life of Joseph McVeigh,
Yeah.
that's when I knew it was going down, because that was the first time, like Pimp C used to say, that's the first time I had this much money.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I want to keep on getting this much money. So I was just like, I'm going to be a solo act from now on.
So, I mean, prior to doing that, though, was it just like more so getting money just doing shows and shit? Like, that's kind of how you
It was always getting money for doing shows. But the more albums that you can drop and that you can put in your your accolades, and to be like, okay, this is who I am. I got 10 records. Really, right now, nigga? Yeah, I got 10 records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people ain't gonna never even have 10 records. I had 10 records at the beginning of my career, kind of like.
You had that run because it was like Zero versus the World, King of the Ghetto, the Zero album, the album with the presidential, like the Life album. You know what I'm saying? Like all them shits came back to back, man.
Yeah, they came back to back because
classics.
I know in my head, as soon as I drop a record, I can charge more to perform.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I jump on a big feature with somebody, I can charge more to perform. Then, not to mention, back then you only getting paid one time. Well, I was, but this is what we gonna do. Sign with Presidential. They give me some money, and that's like, this it, until we get it to another record.
So it wasn't like royalties and publishing and all that shit back then?
I ain't get royalties until I got to Empire.
No shit.
I ain't get royalties, like a check on a consistent basis. I ain't do that until I got to Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get a check once or twice from a label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a specified number at Rap a Lot. The only recurring money that I was getting was from Eugene Brooks, and that was back on the Gorilla Mob Resurrection Cam J days, the Rudy Shirt record. I don't even remember what the fuck. I guess it was Zero, the name of that album.
Mm-hmm. Zero, that was on KMJ.
Yeah, on KMJ.
Who was over KMJ? Like,
this dude named Eugene Brooks.
Okay.
He put out the Gorilla Mob Resurrection. He put out, he was messing around with Big Mello before he passed. We had Cliche over there. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple more other dudes. Q Stone was doing a lot of producing over there. Tony Montana, Hispanic dude, he was over there doing his shit. But he was like, you the epicenter of what I got going on. And I think I was living on 9700, man, Court Glen, Kirkwood. Man, you give me $400 every Monday. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm making, $1,600 a month. I'm like on some well shit. My rent is $800, $700, some shit like that. So I'm like, this the first time I ever got recurring money for the whole time I was on KMJ.
Yeah.
Then when the money slowed down, he put me in a house that he owned, so I didn't need the money like that type shit. But, that shit was just, that was the first, but it was only $400. And like, being a rap dude, Lucky Serving weed was so cheap back then.
Yeah.
Because that's all you really want to do. You want to have enough money so you can go meet some chick, bring her back to your house. Y'all could smoke, y'all could drink. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could fuck like rabbits all night, get up, drop this motherfucker off, and do that shit all over again. Go to the studio and, you know, smoke and drink, ride, smoke and drink, park, smoke and drink, sleep, smoke and drink. So that's what life was back then. But I didn't start really getting a check that meant something until Empire. That's when like the check start coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean after that, talk about Gangstafied. No, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, City of Serb. Talk about working on City of Serb, because you were all over that.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing a lot of writing on there, me and D Gotti.
Yeah.
And
so y'all pretty much wrote the whole album, and Mo kind of just came in and.
I mean, you know, Mo was coming up with shit too. Like it wasn't just a me and D Gotti type of thing. Everybody was helping. You know, D-Rick, Noke D, other artists will come up with shit, and it's just, you know, on a lot of them hooks. Like you can hear me.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, dedicated to the music, honey.
Yeah,
you know, I wrote his verse. You know,
yeah.
You know, Mo, Big Faith Fola, bumping. It's my riffs. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. And I mean, and that shit was dope for me to do that because I'm at rec shop. And at the time, if you was rapping in Houston, you wanted to be at rec shop.
Yeah.
It's a couple places you wanted to be. You wanted to be at rec shop. You wanted to go through and see what Rap A Lot was like. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing the same people from Screw House at rec shop. So, you know, that shit was dope too.
Yeah. So what? Talk about Gangstafied, man.
Gangstafied was just another, you know. Trey used to get online, find beats, and be like, "I think you should do one of this one." All right, cool. Hit the record button, and that's all that shit was.
Yeah.
Did that shit in his apartment on West Airport.
Do you look at that shit as like, does that shit mean anything to you, or just like, it's just some shit I did?
It's some shit I did.
That shit is a classic, man.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool when you think about the type of artist that I've always wanted to be, and you have a whole bunch of for nothing music. Like it's some gems on there, like the one on the Nas beat.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit on there. I'm just really doing what I'm doing at Screw House. Like, you know, it means like very little, but the shit that I took time to write or the shit that we wrote, like, you know, I really appreciate my friends for being bitch ass niggas. Wrote that shit, going through that shit.
Yeah.
He found that slow light and banging beat. I'm just on that bitch doing some Screw House shit, slow light and banging all them. I was on some conscious shit way back then, but wasn't nobody else on it.
Yeah.
So when they listen to that, you know, I'm thinking they'll be, you know, on the I really appreciate my friends. Made me appreciate the nigga within myself. They rather just, you know, or you know, we ride on niggas and we
ride on niggas.
that
Yeah.
bitch jamming.
Yeah.
But they on the shit that ain't making no sense to me. Slow line, come around your corner so slow.
I ain't gonna lie. On the
you
tape
know,
when that shit first came out, I used to pass that one up.
But see, everybody did. It didn't become famous until I went to jail and motherfuckers was like, "Oh, Roe in jail and it's related to a murder."
Yeah.
Now they want to see who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
And then by the time I come home, it still wasn't doing too much. But then I did that bitch at a concert one time and everybody was like, "Oh shit." As soon as that shit say, they was like, "Ah." And I was like, Hawk was with me. Hawk was like, you know, you talk like, "Shut up." They like that? I'm like, yeah, they like, I was like, these niggas like this here.
Yeah.
And they was like, and I was like, the simplest shit on the record, they jamming. Then he was like, "Man, I thought they would have been on this one right here." And I did too, but evidently not.
Okay, so when you went to jail, you said it was connected to a murder. I never heard that rumor like that.
Well, I mean, I got arrested because they wanted to know something about a murder and somebody said my name in a murder. So that's why I ended up getting arrested. And for getting arrested, I got violated on my probation, so I had to sit the rest of the time out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you signed before you went in, or that was after?
I signed before I went in,
Right.
like Halloween, right around Halloween of 03.
Yeah.
And after that, that shit kind of like history, cause when I got out, it was all about Life of Joseph McVeigh.
It was. Did you go in like, shit, I got some money now, I'm comfortable going to jail? Like,
I didn't have no money.
Oh no shit.
Jay spent the money on the lawyer.
Yeah.
Spent the money on the lawyer. And when I got home, I got a bunch of deposits for shows. I got a little money from here, a little money from there, and you know, a lot of show deposits. So that's when the money started coming. That's when I saw, if I want to be rich, I got to stay on the stage. So staying on the stage means staying in front of one of these in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, so Joseph McVeigh come out, you get out. I mean, how you feeling with that? You got to, I mean, I Hate You Bitches on the radio. You got a radio single, you know what I'm saying? After all them albums, you know what I'm saying? You get a radio single, and that's the single. Like, as far as that content, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was so unorthodox, dog.
It was. I was just like, man, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to just try to keep it going.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't overwhelmed. I was just like, I was really underwhelmed because I still wasn't getting the type of money that I thought that I deserved. So I was still working towards that.
But then you do get those.
I do get those.
Does that change a little bit, or is it still kind of a lot
I
of the same?
still wasn't getting no money. I mean, I just did a dope ass hook
Just
for
did
somebody.
a big record, yeah.
Yeah, I did a dope ass hook for somebody, and I happened to be at Mike Dean's house and was like, "Hey, you fuck with this?" "Yeah, I fuck with that." So I did a verse to it too.
Yeah.
But you know, the hook ended up staying, so that's what that was.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, you was getting a little big, because I remember I saw you when you had the Intrepid. You know what I'm saying? I just seen you. That's when you had the Crinkley over there at Studio 2000, like around Get-Tho there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was all right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's cool, but I mean, then again, you're talking about a car.
Yeah.
Like, a car don't tell you what's going on with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker pull up right now, you know what I'm saying, in a Dawn, and they got to go turn that bitch in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I ain't own that motherfucking 300.
No shit.
Shit. I own the Intrepid because the Intrepid ain't cost shit.
Yeah.
It was just a big old aerodynamic in the front ass car that you cool for a hood nigga to drive. But I mean, you know, shit, it was a car note going on that 300.
Yeah.
And they didn't pay the 300 off until I gave them the Power album some years later.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is. It is.
That's a long time. Okay, so then you do Let the Truth Be Told. And Mo City Dawn is on that album.
Yes, it is. Most of the Dawn is on that album. I started it off, I believe.
Yeah.
And because Jay and Red Boy and all them cats, they were noticing when I do it at the show what it was doing. And they put it on the album without me even knowing. When I got the CD, it was just on there. And that's when that motherfucker mushroom clouded.
Yeah. Man, for the longest, I just I had thought Mike Dean produced it. I just found out like that was a Snoop Dogg beat, like an instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
But then you ended up getting the production credit on it. So it worked out.
I don't know a lot of people that was gonna tell Jay that he couldn't do some shit he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. So, man, what's been some of your favorite times just in the game, man?
When I bought my motherfucking self.
No shit.
Yeah. It was cool going to the Source Awards back in the day before shit got all fucked up. That shit used to be cool, man, when it was some camaraderie. It used to be cool. I used to love to go places with Hawk and, you know, people like that, but once people start dying off and beef start being born, I mean, you know, where's the fun in that shit?
Yeah.
So then the fun became to stay out of everybody's business, stay at home and stay hitting Spacebar and 3 and shit like that. And talking about the shit that I've witnessed and talking about the shit that I've actually been in versus staying out here and continuing to go through the shit.
Yeah. 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 Because you was talking about beefs. I mean, you had to. I remember that Source cover. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't there, but you could look at that cover and be like, shit, bro, really wasn't really fucking with nobody there, man.
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that ain't in the picture that I fucked with. Because it was like the whole Houston was out there. But they only put like select few of us on there. But everybody was out there, you know. Lamario and, man, everybody. I want to say Killing Them was out there, but like, it was some old people from Mo City out there, but they only put me on.
How was it? How was that day? If you could kind of describe, like,
I mean, I was doing my regular thing. It wasn't nothing really just special going on.
yeah, was
But
Pimp C out there kind of just keeping everybody
Pimp
cool
C
and shit?
was out there just being pimp.
Yeah,
Say, man, you know what I'm talking about? Pinky Rain, like all that there.
yeah.
Yeah, he was being pimp.
Talk about Pimp, because Pimp really came out and like y'all really had like a real good relationship, man.
Yeah, we did. Pimp was like, that nigga called me. He say, man, I got a song talking about you, nigga. And I'm like, what you mean? Nah, I'm finna pull up and let you hear it. Nigga pull up at the car. I get in, he like knocking doors down. And I say, he said, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you, you need to. I'm like, I don't need to do nothing, man. But, you know, and then we end up squashing the shit way before Pimp can even talk to me or Slim. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the shit was cool.
Yeah, and that was at the Hawk funeral and all that, right? Yeah. Yeah, which, I mean, that was cool, you know what I'm saying? The Squash Island Beefs, man. I got to ask, because we didn't really talk about the ABN projects, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk a little bit about, like, those mixtapes and then doing that album, because both classics, you know what I'm saying? Anything y'all done did together is classics. The features, all that, man.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never missed.
I mean, that shit was cool. Like I said, when the camaraderie was there, it was player. But when that shit left, like money will bring in division and status will bring in division. So once we start having that type of shit going on, it was kind of ruining everything.
Yeah.
So it's that old saying, man, like when you broke, you good. Once too much extra shit start filtering in, now you gotta pay attention to this, and this, along with this. You can only keep it 100 with so many things at one time. And that's what I attribute it to, you know, me having my own thing I'm dealing with, him having his own thing he dealing with.
Yeah. Is there any possibilities? I asked Slim and he was like, man, he was going to leave it alone. He's already made it public about trying to squash it and everything, get y'all back together.
I told him to post that shit too.
No shit?
I say, if you post this shit, they gonna trip. And then I look up, this nigga posted it.
Yeah. Do you ever think y'all, because I mean, you know, it's been a while, man. Y'all been knowing each other for a long time, you know what I'm saying? No.
Nope. I can look in your eyes and tell you that. It's too many things that would need to happen that I know ain't gonna happen for that shit to happen. So nah. Like I tell people all the time, they'll be like, hey man, you and Trey need to, hey, bitch, first of all, we don't need to do shit. You can tell me what I need to do. You just want that shit to happen. See, a lot of times people would take what they want and hold it over what's important to you. Like, you'll wish me to be in an uncomfortable situation to make you comfortable and your listening pleasure comfortable. But not knowing we could be on some shit like sit down in the same studio and be looking at each other like, bitch ass nigga. A nigga get up to go record, and this nigga think a nigga getting up to hit him or something. We shooting, I mean, you don't never know how serious it is. But people just on the outside looking in like, we want another it is what it is. And my answer be like, well shit, go bang that motherfucker. It still is what it is, so jam it. And leave me the fuck alone about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like they're like, are y'all gonna, I'm like, man, I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga don't fuck with me. We both doing our solo thing, and we'll both appreciate it if you keep on supporting us individually. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Yeah. I respect it. So what was the man, I gotta go through my notes. We done jumped around so much. Man, you had talked about you had an interview one time about like quitting like drink and all that shit and having like the $30,000 like a month habit and all that shit. Like talk a little bit about that and just, I mean, everything, just the health, you know what I'm saying? You in the gym and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like talk about just that whole lifestyle change.
Well, I mean, it was kind of psychological for me. On some shit like when you in the hood, the only thing that tells is you got money in the hood. How much drugs you can get, how many people you can get high, and what you driving. So when the money started coming, kind of like the universal language is weed, it was codeine too. So with some shit like that going on, well, what do? Same motherfuckers that was laughing at you telling you that you ain't gonna be able to do this here, all they do is drink all day and they putting money together to drink. So it started off as like a ulterior motive. Pull up, hey, what's up? What y'all got going on? Oh, nah, man, we're gonna put together on a four. A four, you say? I have a 40. Let's drink that. Nigga, what? Yeah, I got a 40. I got 40 ounces of drink. Oh, man, this blue paint cool. Yeah, oh, hold on. You don't let that out. You let that up. Now you can get in. Here go yours, and yours. I ain't even leaning like I want to because I'm feeding 8 more niggas.
Does that come from the screw thing you were saying, just kind of having that same type of temperament? Or
Nah, it come from putting it in a nigga face.
Yeah.
Because that's all I knew how to do to put my newfound financial freedom. Oh, y'all
I
put
got it
together on the phone.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got gallons of this shit. And I got a bunch of weed. And I got a live ass car. So this really saying, in my mind, it's saying, yeah, y'all told me I couldn't, but I was being dumb about it and developed a hard habit. Basically. And you look up, you'll equate ice, styrofoam cups, you'll equate cigarillos and weed, and you'll equate serving sodas. $27,000 on a slow month. Because I'm making like 60 a month, and I'm taking half of all the shit that I'm making, and I'm spending it on a temporary feeling. So, you know.
Then one day you just wake up and do that, or were you kind of just...
One day I woke up and caught a case and had to take piss tests and shit.
Yeah.
So I stopped, and the first time I stopped drinking, I was able to buy my first Bentley. And I was like, damn, I'm talking to myself like, bitch, you dumb. I could have been riding one of these. And then get off probation. I'm like, fuck, I do a 4-year probation in 11 months. I walk in the house, me and Maya recording. Like this years later, we doing some new songs. She like, oh shit, you off? Congratulations. I'm like, yeah. And the first thing my dumb ass do is go find some drink. Drink again and smoke again and
back in the
ain't
mix.
able to keep the Bentley. Well, I was able to keep it, but it was only buy this, pay for the car, pay for the house. Or it was pay for the car, pay for the house, and don't buy this, or pay for the car, pay for this, and lose the house. You're talking about 30 bands a month. And I ain't want to start doing it on a lower level, so I just, had to make some decisions after that. And I didn't get right again until right at the beginning of drinking and driving. That's when I got financially conscious. And I started like,
Did you start getting with people, or like how? Or it was just like a personal decision?
I just thought, because when I had this drink habit, I was living in a high rise. It wasn't too much for me to do. Then I left there and I started living in big old houses. Now it ain't just paying a gas bill and a water bill and rent. Now it's niggas got to cut grass and, I got to spend on surveillance because ain't nobody breaking in no goddamn high rise. You got little butlers and shit downstairs, concierges and shit. Now you got to have cameras and now you got to watch your shit differently and now you got more shit to pay for. You ain't got a parking garage no more, so now you making sure niggas ain't fucking with your shit, and it's a whole different temperament.
Yeah.
You got different shit to look at.
Yeah. Man, talk about one of my favorite albums, man, is that Crack album, man.
Mine too.
No shit. I finally got you to say one.
Yeah. And it was a favorite album, not because of the album itself, but because of where I was in terms of being hot. At the crack era, my crack era, not to be mistaken with smoking none of that shit, but my crack album era, That's the hottest I ever been.
No shit.
I did like 1 meal 2 in shows that year, and I'm only charging like $6,000 a show.
Damn.
That's how busy I was.
Wow.
Living in a 3-bedroom regular house in Katy, on the street, no gated community, just ride right up and kick my dough in type shit. I'm sitting in that motherfucker with stacks of money big as my nigga Lil Calvin. And some shit like really 4'9" tall over here with a weak ass couch and a squeaky ass bed with $1 million in this bitch. I ain't know what to spend my money on.
So what did you start getting with like financial advisors and shit like that? Or?
I just started learning from making dumbass bonehead moves.
Yeah.
When I start sitting back and itemize, I'm like, how the fuck I made $78,000 this month? But it's saying right here, I counted 30. Oh, you threw this much in platinum. You threw this much in V-Live. You tipped this motherfucker $1,000 here for keeping the ice cold. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the cool shit you'll read about in like the, Iceberg Slim books and shit like that. You want to emulate that shit. And me wanting to take care of motherfuckers. I go to Houston's, shout out to my sis Tiffany Cooper, but I go in that motherfucking shit. $500-$600 tip. $800-$900 tip. Shit, $1,500 tip. On a $300 meal. It's like every other day or every day. So once I slowed that shit down and I started going to eat with just me, I'm still probably doing the same shit, but it's just me, so I ain't got to go and be outlandish. Trying to look good in front of motherfuckers who you could never look good to because they hate you anyway. That was a young mentality. But I was really doing the shit to take care of the people who deserved it. But if you with me, like if y'all three are with me when I go to go do this shit, I gotta look out for y'all too. If I go shopping for me, I don't want y'all in the mall looking like the niggas who holding my bags. Y'all get y'all shit. Nah, bro, I just don't want it to look like I'm y'all boss. So if I came in this bitch and bought $2,000 worth of shoes, I'm finna make y'all get two. I'm finna make you. Man, this cool right here. Well, nah, nigga, go get 8 more pair. I don't want 8 more pair. Bitch, you better go get. Because when you walk out and I got 5 bags and y'all just walking with me, here come the talk. He don't take care of his people.
Yeah.
And me, I don't really give a fuck. It's just that they'll say it on some retarded shit. Say shit about you in interviews that ain't correct. And I know me, I'm going to see you and be like, hey, man, remember when you said this shit? Let me warm these hoes up before I slap the dog shit out your ass. So I try to make that shit look cool. And I really want to look out for people at the same time. So, that's all it is.
Yeah, yeah. But now we talking about that Crack album though, man. That was one of your favorite ones.
Yeah, it was my favorite one because of where I was.
Yeah.
Wasn't getting a lot of money I was getting $50,000 a record. But I'm doing so many shows and going so many places. I'm sitting in the same studio doing shit with Maya. I'm doing shows with the Ghetto Boys and shit, and I'm flying here. I'm like really in the rap game, so to speak, at that time. So.
And you was doing production on that album too, right?
Yeah. I was doing all that shit. And I just felt like I belonged. It was before any other beefs really kicked off. So, it was a good time for me.
Yeah. And yeah, that other classic freestyle on there, man, that
25
lighters, man. God damn, man.
I forgot how long that motherfucker was. But
it's like 14 minutes or some shit like that. Yeah.
I think by 9. Or maybe I was drunk again. But I just went in there and was like, cause I was listening to Kiki. When that boy came down, this boy say, hit it for 3, and you know it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Coming down, I'm acting bad on her. I gotta steal this. So I was in that bitch, dun, 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 dun. I just started making the beat. And I started rapping to that motherfucking, there it is.
Yeah. Nah, that's a classic. Classic. So what would you say is your favorite album of all time?
Well, it's on different levels. I say my most, in my opinion, my best mixed album is Melts in the Crown. To me, that's my best mixed. Like, I think Mikael Zeeby at the Cold Chamber, he showed his ass mixing that record. My most fun album was Crack.
Mm.
You know, my most painful album was Life of Joseph. I recognize
Most
other
painful
people.
because you were going to jail, or
Nah, it was more painful because while I was making that album, I was still fucked up. So the shit that I was talking about, like I'm really living it at the point, at the time. Like I might do a song now that's from 18 years ago. But you got to think about it, that was damn near 18 years ago. So when I'm sitting in that motherfucker talking about, I hate you, that shit had just went on like that August or some shit of the previous year.
yeah,
Then you got other songs on the record, heartfelt songs, this shit that I'm going through right now. I'm a motherfucker that's gonna do a song about something that's going on right now.
yeah,
So it's probably the most painful because a lot of these other albums, I was in a better living situation, so I'm reflecting back on something. Album I showed most skill on, most diversity on, look what you did to me.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, some shit like that. But then again, on my fresh start, all these last 5 have been mixed equally well by James Hoover. And I got to say, Codeine, for me, that's my At Peace record out of the Empire One Deep Entertainment catalog. That's my At Peace record because I can sit back, listen to this motherfucker. I was more comfortable. But and I like Quarantine because it was a throw together and it's doing real well for a throw together.
Yeah. Man, so you did what was your last album on Rap a Lot before you went to Empire?
I think it was either Angel Dust or Meth.
Yeah.
But I turned both of those in at the same time. And actually, I went to Sony Red after Rap a Lot. And after Sony Red, I did some shit with these cats out of... Well, actually, the way we did this shit was backwards, but I did the shit with this label with Mr. Lee in Dallas called The Crown, that album, The Crown. And then, as like a slug to them, I came back with Melting the Crown. Like, I'm melting this motherfucker. And then after that...
It was like an issue with the label, so you saying it's like a slug or something, it didn't really work out?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of shit going on with paperwork and some weak shit behind a 2-door Bentley went on, and contractual disputes and shit like that. So after I moved along from that shit, I did Melts in the Crown, and I didn't promote the Crown like one time. I wasn't promoting the Crown at all. It had some bad shit on there. It was with Mr. Lee. But then it was Sony Melting the Crown, and after that came Empire.
Yeah. And that's where you've been most comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time in my life I can say, since the first time I met Gazi, they gave me $7,500 for nothing. I didn't even give them nothing. Until and this was when I first started rocking with Heavy. I ain't turned in no music until 2-3 years later. Then when I turned in the music, I was like, I'm telling Heavy, I'm like, man, I hope this shit gonna be cool. I hope this shit gonna be worth it. He 30 days went by, I ain't getting no money. He was like, just wait. And I think my first check may have been $45,000. And I was like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I was getting $5,000 more for turning in a record, period. You know what I'm saying? At the label I was on. He was like, oh, nah, this just your first check. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, a lot of people say that. Every month after that was a check since then. 45. Then the next one was like 40. Then I'm like, oh, shit. Why it's like that? He like, you say, I'm like, oh, shit. Oh. Hey, I'm in this bitch jamming, drinking, and driving. Y'all should be too. Bam, 60. I'm like, I'm in this motherfucker getting checks. Now I'm like, man, like I'm waiting on a child support check. I'm Rich the first. Or in that case, the 15th. And I'm like, I'm 60. I'm like, I'm doing shit I ain't never did before. Like all of a sudden, nigga start crossing his leg like this. You know, and you just
Nigga got different posture.
You doing shit like this here, like, hey bro, how you doing? I'm just, yes. That's all I got to say. It go from what's up, my nigga, to yes, how are you? We still ain't no motherfucking money. I just said 100 grand. Well, actually 140 grand. But I ain't never had no more up until then, at one time. And these bitches coming back to back to back to back to back. And Slim was like, how that shit treating you? I'm like, nigga, this shit come every 30 days. He was like, shit, nigga, that means you need to stay in the studio. I'm like, nigga, I live in that bitch already. I'm just gonna give them everything and let them put out everything because they send me everything. So, I mean, shit, you know, welcome to the everything gang.
Yeah.
So it's like, you get the artist aspect of it, then you get the CEO aspect of it too. How can you not love it?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you had a lot of collaborations, man. Talk about because you were saying with Slim, whatever happened with the King and the Boss, man.
Man, I guess we just be lying.
Yeah.
Because we got songs, like we got a bunch of songs,
Yeah.
but you know, in true Slim Thug fashion, he was gonna release them hoes on Thug Thursday every fucking Thursday. So it's like we ain't got nothing left to put. Let's just do some more songs, G. So we'll go at that bitch and go do some more songs. And like right now, I can go to my iTunes and do this probably twice.
Yeah.
On the unreleased songs we got. And he'll tell me, we're at the gym, hey man, shit, King and the Boss, let's smash on these niggas. All right, let's do it. Then I'll hear from him. Then I'll tell him, hey, let's do this here. And then he might not hear from me. And people just on some, man, fuck both of y'all. Y'all niggas lie too motherfucking much.
Yeah.
But I mean, he busy doing Slim. I guess I'm busy doing Rota.
Yeah.
We see each other doing shows or trying to go in there and work out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
more than we see each other in a recording atmosphere. So
Yeah.
you know.
And then you got the Kings of the South with Flip too. You know what I'm saying? You got that series. Y'all doing another one or did I see something about that?
We damn near finished with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did 2 songs in 2017. I think right after Harvey or some shit, or maybe right before. And we got 17 songs now, so it means we've done 15 songs in the last month.
Damn.
So we through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we through. Then I got a record with a whole album with Mike D, To the Hard Way.
To the
We've
Hard
been
Way.
through with that motherfucker for years.
Yeah.
You know. Me and Maya still got a gang of shit that's unreleased. You know. I got a couple solo. I got Ghetto Gospel ready. Of course, Muhammad Ali, June 27th. You know what I'm saying? I got Rotha Vandross Sings the Blues. I got Still Houston, which features Surreal, Propane, you know, Big Pokey, Kiki. It's just a lot of people I rock with in the H. It's a compilation called Still Houston. You know what I'm saying? I got that shit. I got my Zero Vision DVD ready to drop. I just need a date for that. 1 hour and 47 minutes, Zero Vision, you know, volume 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a bunch of shit. And then plus I got like 2,000 unreleased, mixed and mastered, sitting up ready to go, waiting.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I say, I got a work ethic because only thing I would do if I stayed close to out here, pull up at 4 Barbershop and just waste time and shoot the shit. But I always stay at least 30 minutes away. So on some shit like that, I'ma always be like, wake up, go home, hit the power button.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else to do. come out here in the streets, get shot or shoot somebody, that ain't good, neither one. Get into it with somebody that's jealous or, just how we do ourselves out here. Because, we act like we don't fuck with us at all.
Yeah.
So I try to stay out the way of that shit and stay in there recording and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, talk about it, because I remember, how did you link up with Daz? I remember you had the Daz collaboration too.
Man, I can't even remember how. I just know maybe it was some Southwest Wholesale type shit because he was doing a lot of his independent shit out here, on Bingle, on the North. And so was we. Like around trying to see what's up with the Gorilla Mob or going up there with Den Den and, he doing the straight profit thing, getting money and shit from Robert. And we met up over there at Thug Dirt Studio and just started doing some shit. And actually, Eugene Brooks put the play together. Because I think Eugene had some shit with Daz, some type of business venture with Daz. I don't know if it was music or something other, but he was like, man, would you do it? I'm like, hell yeah, nigga from the Daz nigga from the LB. Like, hell yeah, nigga. I had to do my rock right quick. I had to catch myself because I don't really move like that. But, yeah, I'm like, Daz and this nigga super producer.
Yeah.
Man, we came in that bitch time and time. I get caught up. My life. I'm like, and then he in that bitch like, cuz going. And I'm one of them type of dudes, I got to feed off you.
Yeah.
If you in there, because number one, I don't want you in there. Because if I hear the high note and you laugh at me, I'm going to be like, bitch, you can get your motherfucking ass up out of here, nigga. That's why I do my shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was like, man, this nigga going. This nigga Daz took his shoes. Like, I ain't never been in there. Nigga took off his shoes. He was like, nigga, he lighting up weed barefooted. I'm like, well, I guess he comfortable then. You know what I'm saying? And that shit made me, and so I'm like, I'm rapping my shit. He like, yeah. He started doing my ad libs. And I was like, first I'm like, then I look at him, he really feeling that shit. Then I'm like, okay, shit, now I'm feeling this shit. Then Papa Ru coming there do the hook. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this shit too. So, if you ain't feeling that, you ain't touching it right.
Yeah.
The energy was immaculate. So I think we made a classic.
Yeah.
I think it could have been mixed a little better, but
Yeah.
back then, who was giving a fuck about a mix?
Yeah. Man, over the years, man, you kind of, the subject matter has changed. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily changed, but you get a little more happier.
Different.
Yeah, definitely. You get to singing more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Well, you ever gonna go back though, man, into just really the rapping fast, and you know what I'm saying? Are you ever gonna kind of get back into are you over that?
I mean, I really was over that shit when I was doing it, but I do that shit when it calls for it to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was doing that shit. See if you can follow me here as I hit this that I can't say because they're not paying me. But see if you can follow me. It's kind of like a lot of chicks you'll deal with. Once they done with you, they gonna wear a different hairstyle or they gonna do something different. They ain't gonna never fuck with that shit no more because they through with you. This is some shit that I was doing wholeheartedly. Even pre-ABN, this was Gorilla Mob. I was doing that shit on Look What You Did to Me, but who was on the album? The Gorilla Mob niggas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, if I was going to ever return to that, that mean I would have to return to that also. Because when I get to doing that, I can't help but think about these niggas. So it's kind of like, so if I'm at a place in my life where I'm like, I'm not doing this no more, then I'm not going to do nothing that's going to make me feel like thinking about going back to that either. So it's kind of like, if I was going to return to that, then that means it was going to be another Gorilla Mob or another, like the shit that we did on ABN. It's really basically the same shit that we doing now. We just doing it on our own as Zero solo and Trey as a solo. But I mean, the flipping and the going off, that was at the root. And I mean, I can do that shit like no problem. Like, me and Trey actually have a song that I know he ain't gonna say he ain't gonna even say nothing about it, but I carry that motherfucker on my phone to this day. And it's a bad motherfucker that we did right along when we did, what was this shit called? This Fucked Up World?
Yeah.
with the Outlaw, and that bitch flipping because I'm back with the nigga that I was doing the flipping with. So it's kind of like if I'm gonna do that shit, I would want to be with the nigga that I feel comfortable with doing this type of shit with. It's kind of like once you do some shit that you holding in dear to you with one dude or one chick, you can't just go, you prostituting yourself if you're doing that shit to me with other people or even by yourself. Cause even doing that more, it's gonna make y'all be like, man, that bitch so jamming, I really wanna hear. And that's when I'm be like, yeah, I can kiss my motherfucking ass. So I'm just not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Cause nigga get tired. I know he'll probably get tired of that shit. Hey man, when you and Rogan, he probably, man, just like, damn, bitch, I don't fuck with Trey. Like, I'm doing my Trey thing, nigga. Like, support me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you could take that shit like, oh, y'all niggas trying to say I ain't shit without this nigga. He might take it like you saying the same shit. Oh, I'm not shit without Ro. And a fan might not get to why you being standoffish, because it's like, hey man, if you not rocking with my shit the way I'm presenting it to you, then just don't rock with my shit. But you ain't gonna pull up like this Wendy's and you gonna tell me, hey nigga, I want this way, and like, okay, well nigga, you wanna buy a song from me then. Them hoes cost $6,500. Pay me $65, I do this bitch the way you wanna do it. Other than that, eat the nigga next door dick, nigga, and leave me the fuck alone about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit personal to me, like I know it's personal to him. For whatever his reason may be, it might not be my reason. But at the end of the day, we had some shit that we both feel like we can't get back from one another, so leave us alone about this shit. That's when Pimp couldn't put together. Because, he ain't put me and Slim back together. He just, like, shout out to Slim, he was growner than I at a younger age than me. I was stuck on some nigga, if we don't see eye to eye, fuck you, nigga, it's war. And it's like, I went this way, and they're going to Trey. It's going to be an issue. I go this way, somebody else I got a problem with, it's going to be an issue. I see Slim, I'm like, God damn. I'm at Hawk Wake on some shit like, I'm glad I brought my pistol. Like, who bringing a motherfucking pistol to a wake? I'm going to tell you who. A nigga who feel like don't nobody fuck with him. A nigga who get lied on all the time because I don't fuck with a lot of people. People will make up reasons as to why I don't fuck with them. And if I told you why I didn't fuck with certain people, it might make you look, because I have a voice. I have a following. There's some people out there that'll rest on anything I say. So if I leave this motherfucker and be like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, that interview was cool, but I think this nigga, just anything like, hey man, this nigga Donnie Houston, you know what I'm saying? This nigga take booty shots or something. Just some stupid shit. Somebody gonna be like, man, you heard what Cuz said? Man, fuck this nigga, big booty ass nigga Donnie Houston. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's people that's gonna live and die off of what we say. So I wouldn't dare get out here and tell a motherfucker why me and Trey ain't rocking, because that shit might damage him. And I don't know what his shit is, but I don't have no malicious intent for nobody.
Yeah. Y'all still keep that respect for each other, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the fuck he keep. I don't care what he keep. I'm a grown up. You know what I'm saying? I can walk in a room with a nigga that I'm not cool with at all. I just don't see you. I don't give a fuck about that you're in this room. And if you walk in this room when I'm in this room, I'm not finna leave. You don't threaten me like that. I don't feel no threats from nobody. And at the same time, I'm not giving off no threats. But I walk in the motherfucking room, motherfucker may leave, whoever I got a problem with. Because they'll be on that, Rogue on trip. Okay, tell me a time when I tripped out. Because all the shit that motherfuckers say about me, I dare a motherfucker to tell me, or I encourage a motherfucker to be like, when I came in and I did this shit that certain people say that I do. And a motherfucker can't tell you nothing. It's always, oh man, well I heard, if I cussed out a motherfucker, yes, you deserved it. My worst thing is, shit, I don't take pictures with motherfuckers all the time. I'm not no motherfucking face model. But at the same time, too, like I told you, I'm walking around on some regular me shit. I'm not walking around like I'm Ro.
Mm.
You know, I might be doing I'm buying some weed from somebody. Hey, Ro, what's up? Nigga, you just snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm talking to you, nigga, hey, man, I ain't mean to interrupt. But yet you did. What the fuck do you want? That's what you gonna do as a regular nigga, right? Am I not a regular nigga? I'm just not walking around like, yeah, man, I'm Ro the Vandross. I'm that nigga that be going high and I can go low. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck a bitch real good on a song and then turn right around and beat the shit out of a nigga and praise the Lord at the same time. I ain't walking around like that. I'm wake up, I'm like you. Man, who got the fire weed? You know what I'm saying? I want to go get me a shot of Maker's Mark. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the crib. Oh, The Last Dance coming on. I want to watch The Last Dance and smoke weed and drink and eat some live shit. I don't want to do no. That's why I'm not all over Instagram doing all that rich nigga rap shit. Because I could do it. But that's not who I am. That shit is, that's me, but that's my uniform. I'm just Joseph McVeigh, the fourth. You know what I'm saying? So it's 3 more other of them niggas, but I'm the 4th one. And I just want to get some money and chill. So, you know, my bad to people that may have believed the stigmata, but I mean, you actually do have people that really live the life they talk about in their song, and it might fuck with them. It might fuck with them. And I mean, I was one of those people that was unfortunate enough for my music to fuck with me, or I guess instead of, you know, life imitating art, it was art imitating life. So 9 times out of 10, I was walking around. I had motherfuckers ask me for my autograph that was in better shape than me. You feel me? And it make you be like, damn, I don't know about nobody else, and I don't give a fuck. But me, I'm in the 300, nigga in the Bentley pull up, just, hey, boy, you looking good. And I be like, bitch ass nigga. Oh, you being funny, huh?
Mm.
Cause I mean, I go back to Cat Williams when that nigga say the 300 live because it looked like a Bentley until a Bentley pull up. Now nigga got to slide down in the seat and be like, shit, I don't want these niggas to recognize it's me.
Mm.
These niggas don't know. I'm paying $600 a month on this motherfucker, and I don't own this motherfucker, and I don't have no motherfucking money yet. So it might fuck with, I mean, a lot of people might be good at hiding their shit, but I ain't good with hiding my shit too much. And I just tell a motherfucker like, nah, I don't feel like taking no picture. And I would probably expect for it to be that. Because, I mean, I asked Pac for a picture one time. They was like, man, I ain't on that shit right now.
No shit.
All right, my bad, my nigga. Do your thing. And, you know, a lot of us mistake our characteristics as everybody else should be the same way. Like, if I'm going to respect you when you tell me you don't feel like it, I would expect that if I tell somebody I don't feel like it, they'll respect it. But they'll be like, well, fuck you then, bitch ass nigga. And then I'm like, nah, nigga, fuck with me, nigga. But you gonna hear about it when this nigga come up off the floor. That nigga Ro tripped out. That's all. I mean, because who do you care about in the situation? It's gonna be me. It's gonna start off with, man, Ro whooped that nigga ass. Why? Because he was acting like a hoe and he didn't want to take a picture. They ain't gonna be like nigga call a nigga all kind of lopsided ass pussy punk bitches wrapped in, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, shit, nigga, that's what you feel like. Come say that shit closer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna punch through your bitch ass, bitch. That's what a regular person gonna do. Why I'm not a regular person. So I mean, you know, that's all it is.
Yeah. One last thing on the collaboration thing. The Go Long record, man, with Nipsey, man. Talk about that.
Shit, I'm in LA. I forget what for. And you know what? This how Slim put that money in my face back then. What up? Because, you know, I was on 19. Slim, I think, was upstairs, 24, 25. Maybe we in the same building. I was like, man, I'm finna go to Cali. Oh, shit, man, yeah. That's just a cool little flight. I'm not, nigga, I'm finna drive. Why you gonna do some shit like that? Nigga, I got shit I'm finna sell. I'm not finna pay extra to tote all this shit. We definitely gonna take a burner. I'm not gonna get there and leave it up to, you know, yuck mouth for somebody like that to give me one. Even though it was 100 like that, I wanted to do my own thing. So while we was like halfway, nigga was like, oh shit, I'm gonna come down there too. Man, by the time I get this nigga Slim now. I'm at my crib here, and I was like, tired motherfucker you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, come over here, man. We at the studio doing this and doing that. So I go fuck with him. I think at the studio Jazz Prince had up there. We just kick it over there for a little while, and then we go over there. And then like a lot of my Hoover homies was like, say cuz you ain't supposed to be over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, you supposed to be over here, you grooving. I'm like, I feel y'all. But nigga, I fuck with Nipsey. I gotta take the chance on whatever gonna happen because I'm finna do a song with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. Everybody was relaxing, drinking drinks, smoking weed. That shit ain't even start today. It was like, hey, bro, you already know. He was like, hey, cuz, you already know, cuz. I know what time it is, cuz. You finna do this motherfucking hook and we gonna fall in, homie.
Oh, shit.
I was like, okay. I was like, then I had got into it with a nigga out there and I was like, man, what's this bitch ass nigga just go long and get the fuck away from me? If you ain't a real nigga, get the fuck away from me. Another word go, and bitch nigga, I start getting funky in that bitch. Bitch nigga go, pussy nigga going on. Whole nigga go. I'm in that bitch, I'm tripping. And I look up, boy, Nipsey over there, I hadn't seen nigga do this shit. We was on this hill.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga Nipsey start saying, if you ain't a real, I like, oh, this nigga double time. I like, who yo? And that's how that shit started. And Slim came right in. It's the same old thug. Man, we was jamming. We was tuned in, like we was jamming. That's when that say, man, we need to do the King and the Boss. We need to do the King and the Boss. Cause niggas like, they were looking at us like, nigga, y'all like the new UGK. Not planning it, just getting it. Cause I mean, Pimp and Bun used to get to the studio and just, like at Mike Dean High, shit, what you feel like? That last verse on Get Throwed, them niggas like wasn't even in the same, you know what I'm saying? Nigga just back to back, another classic verse. And that's how me and Slim was doing that shit. But I mean, that shit was dope because I was meeting Nipsey. I got a chance to do a dope ass classic with him, and he put it on his shit. So I mean, and that shit was cool. And I left right from out of there and went to go fuck with Yuck Mouth and all them. So I mean, shit was dope, man.
Yeah. That's what it is. Man, talk about y'all got any more records? That was the only one y'all did with Nipsey.
Nah, that was the only one.
That was the only one?
Yeah, that was the only one.
Yeah. Who was in your top 5? You had to get your top 5 rappers all time.
My top 5 rappers, I haven't really had no top 5 because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that because how do you rate different people that's doing shit a different way? You know, with everybody being dope in their own right, I don't feel like it's fair to be like, well, you gonna judge Fat Pat off of what Fat Pat used to do.
See, you brought it where I was already finna go next, but go ahead.
Because him and Kiki was doing the same shit, but they wasn't though. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat was gonna sing a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Kiki was gonna talk about the slab a whole lot more and do that shit efficiently and effectively. You know what I'm saying? You got Mike D. This nigga Mike D was gonna specialize in talking about fucking your bitch and selling some motherfucking work. That was him. Mo was gonna talk about drink. Big Pokey, I'm on the stone hard. You know, he gonna talk about Yellowstone. Me, I'm gonna talk about, nigga, I'm broke as fuck and I'm tired of this shit. Everybody was dope in their own right. So out of all these motherfuckers, who could you say, because I like them all for a different reason. I don't like Jadakiss for the same reason I like the nigga, the battle rapper Mook. You know what I'm saying? They might rap the same, but then they really don't. Your temperament is somewhere else than mine. So we both might make beats, but shit, I can't really say that you better than Solo or Solo is better than Harvey Love because I'ma like what I'ma like from all y'all, and I can't say that you harder than them. You know what I'm saying? Because I like you for the shit that you did. The only way I can say some shit like that to make sense is if I did a song and then you turn around and you did the same song. Now I can be like, oh, okay, well shit, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Or you know what, you executed this better than me. You better than me. I feel like everybody is in their top 5 in their own right somewhere. Because I think that rating people shit is hating. I think that shit is hating. Because I mean, there's no way. You know, I'm biased toward K Reno. I don't like. I could tell you that I think there is not a better rapper in the world, period, including me, when it comes to a motherfucker like K Reno. That's the only thing I will say. But so I guess that's top 1. But after that, it ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Face dope as fuck. I think I'm dope as fuck. I just think ain't none of us that nigga K Reno though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's me. But I never sit up here and be like, well, you know, he's number 1, he's number 2, this is number 3, and then the nigga got to go back and be like, oh no, nigga, Big Mellow nigga. He was the first nigga I heard just, you know what I'm saying? Really singing. The whole motherfucking thing have to rap.
Yeah.
I'm sucker free fool, sucker. I'm like, shit, nigga. That's when I got comfortable with singing.
Yeah.
Cause I'm riding around with him and he like, man, fuck what them niggas talking about. Man, them niggas used to be like, hey man, fuck all that singing shit you doing, bro. Go in there and cut that dope. You do that shit with ease, nigga. Slice, nigga. Fuck all this too many niggas trying to take out. We know, nigga. Shut up and just do that. So I'm like, you know, I just think everybody dope in their own right. So I never make a list. You know what I'm saying? Like even down to the newer cats. Like, you know, the Sauce. You know what I'm saying? They dope. The way that they're dope. Propane is dope the way he is dope. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't sit up and be like, yeah, nigga, you got Young Martez, and then you got, you know, this nigga, and then you got Kirko, and then I'm like, nah, nigga, you got Houston. And then they try to separate us and be like, you know, OG Houston and Newton. Nah, nigga, it's Houston. You know what I'm saying? And I feel what a lot of people try to do, but I'm just like, everybody dope. I don't have relationships with everybody. And a lot of them people don't have relationships with each other. But I just feel like that's just disrespectful to try to rate somebody.
Yeah. So you ain't really, so you feel the same way about the whole who's a freestyle king thing then? You ain't really get involved in that
I don't feel
conversation.
shit about it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what has it paid anybody? Who made some money off of that shit? And the crazy part is, when you think about it, when you have these versus battles, it's cool. See, like, I'm going to tell you, the one that I liked was Erica and Jill. They sitting in this motherfucker shouting each other out. That wasn't no verses. That was, hey, me and my girl on here. They saying shit like, damn, bitch, I wish I would have wrote that. We going at each other throat, though. So all the people that's going to vote for me, like, say if it was me and Camille now, we going out against each other. We instituting division now. Like a post I seen, some Houston magazine did some shit and said something about who was better, Kevin Gates or Zero. And I was like, hey man, this shit gay. This shit gay in the motherfucker, because all you finna do is make all this nigga fans look at me a certain type of way and make all my fans stop doing this hook ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a boss, I'm a boss, we doing what we gotta do to feed our families. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit up there and you look at all of, and then I'm looking at all the votes. And like, it was a couple of motherfuckers was like, well, you know, Gates got better beats than Roe. You know what I'm saying? But Roe go harder. So now, you, so to speak, you making a motherfucker choose somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the shit because all the shit on there was like, I say 90% of this shit was, man, Roe shitting on Gates. There's some niggas is like, man, fuck Gates. And I'm like, this shit here fraud in the motherfucker. Because you instituting division when it shouldn't be none. And then you'll never know. It might come a time for me and a certain artist to do a song, and motherfucker don't want to even fuck with me because they going to remember some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't trying to be on no Rodney King shit, but goddamn no. come together like a bra strap in the back at some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. And I look at it like the shit'll get kind of serious because you got it. It's meant to be for fun, but you got some people that's gonna get on there and they gonna really show and explain to you why I am the way that I am. Some shit that's friendly. You gonna have some, man, fuck that nigga, he ain't shit, he can't do this. You can't act like you don't see the comments because them hoes rolling. Or you could be like Boosie and just, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm just trying to bring a bitch in to twerk. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? But you own this motherfucker. You going against somebody that's supposed to be your boy. But now the messy shit starting in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck that nigga, Ro. Whole ass nigga ain't shit. Or like say if it was me and Kiki or something. Like, you know, yeah, man, Ro ain't, you know, he don't talk about cars that much. Fuck that nigga. He on this old sad ass depressed shit. Then the motherfucker might be like, well, man, you know, fuck Key. He ain't talking about, like.
And just bring a whole negative element into the thing, yeah.
The whole shit is negative to me because it's never started with malicious intent. But the people that's watching, you got so much love for this one that you'll disrespect this one. That's why I don't get into all of those who is better and who is all that, because I want to have that shit peaceful if I see you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be fucked up with me because all these niggas said, I think Ro better than you. Cause I'ma tell the person that's telling that to somebody like, hey, don't say that shit no more. Like I said on the Kevin Gates post, we are both bosses trying to do whatever we gotta do to feed our families. That's it, period. So I don't get in all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I say there is no freestyle king. All them niggas can freestyle. All them niggas are multi-talented. All them niggas deserve to do what they doing. Period.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. Shit, man, we've been at it for a while. You got anything you want to say, clear, before we get up out of here, man? This shit been live as hell.
Man, June 27th, Muhammad Ali. I'm trying to keep that shit on memorable dates. Like Sadism was November 16th. We all know what date that was.
Right.
And then and it was also my nigga Shano came home. Then June 27th, of course. You know, Screw Tape. June 27th, go pick that motherfucker up. Be looking for me and Slim shit, me and Mike D shit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't ask me shit about when me and Slim shit gonna come out. Cause I mean, we might have walkers by then. I don't know. But I mean, the only thing I could do is play some of that shit off my phone for you. I mean, that might be the closest you get to it, but me and Slim, King and the Boss, we still in there like Swimwell. I don't know the titles of our shit. I guess just King and the Boss. To the Hard Way, which is me and Mike D. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is called Still Screwed Up. I got Ghetto Gospel coming up right after Muhammad Ali. You know, Quarantine out right now. Upload, download, side load, just load that bitch. Shit. Wrote the Vandross Sings the Blues, all R&B album coming out. I don't have a date for that, but I'm just waiting. Got to get this Muhammad out the way first. Zero Vision Volume 2, you know, get a date for that. I just want to tell everybody, man, that been rocking with me, however they rocking with me. I do appreciate you rocking with a motherfucker, and I hope that you would keep rocking with a motherfucker, because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Bringing that real shit. Just stop asking me to squash beefs and shit, because I ain't finna, you know. If I do that shit, I ain't really, man, I don't have no beef. It ain't no beef with nobody. It's just...
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Certain people grow into new situations, then they grow out of old ones. You know what I'm saying? That's the most respectful way I can put that shit. So if you missed that ABN shit, go jam the first one. But if you do happen to look up somewhere and see me in the same room with this nigga, that means we'd have had a conversation. Because, I mean, I'll be honest. Due to certain shit that has transpired, the music ain't what was important to me with me and that guy. It was just me and that guy. You know, like some people, this don't work for us, but this might work for us. You know, I missed I say this on this podcast. What I miss is the nigga I was broke with. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that just, bitch, nah, nigga, you a bitch. That's,
Yeah, just
shit.
yeah.
Bitch, get your whole ass up and let's go get this. You know what I'm saying? We going to Sharpstown for nothing. We can't buy shit out this motherfucker. Fighting everywhere. I don't want to fight nobody. And like, nigga,
Just that bond though, being down with each other.
yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I would want. So, you know what I'm saying? If I would want something, it'll just be to not, because it's not no beef. We done been in plenty places at the same time or whatever. So it's not no beef. What I mean, so people need to, first of all understand, because if it was beef, somebody be shot right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably be 6 feet under right now. So it's not a beef. It's just two motherfuckers that grew out of fucking with each other for reasons that I guess he not gonna say and reasons I know I'm not gonna say. So, that's what that shit is.
But if he called you today,
if that nigga called me, man, see, the crazy part, Slim was like, man, I'm out of it. And he sent me the nigga number. I was trying to be messy, trying to send that motherfucker back. But like, if he called me and was like, bitch, fuck all that, we need to sit down, I'll tell a nigga where to chat. Don't ask me to do no motherfucking recording. But I mean, shit. If motherfucker call me, and I mean, even in those uncertain terms, bitch, we need to talk. Fuck all that. I'm like, well, shit, let's sit down and talk then. Because I don't give a fuck. Everybody give a fuck about me and this man music. I just gave a fuck about me and this man. So, I mean, that might be too grown for a lot of people. But you got to be cool fucking with me, because I know what I bring to the table. So I ain't gonna go into nothing feeling like we at 97%. And I don't want to come in, if I got a problem with you, that don't mean, like with me and Slim, we squashed the shit, but I mean, me and Slim wasn't just close, like we closer now.
It wasn't so much tied into it. It was just my he say she say type shit.
It was the bitch. It was the bitch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She started the shit and told him some shit, and he said some shit, and then she came and told me some shit, and I said some shit, and that's how that shit started. We didn't even see each other one time during this shit. He did an interview, I did an interview. Then next time I see this nigga, it's big homie got killed. And he was the bigger man. Was like, fuck all that, man. Big homie wanted us to put our beef in the ground with him. So let's do that shit. And then from that, Associates was born. We left that motherfucker. I forget if it was that night or if it was that week, but it was definitely soon after. We went to the studio and we did Associates.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't have no beef with nobody. It's just shit, It's just motherfuckers ain't seeing eye to eye on some shit.
Yeah. Man, okay, so is it anything, 2 last questions. Is it anything that you want to do that you haven't done, whether it's a collaboration, whether it's some type of achievement, personal achievement, or anything you ain't done yet in this game, or in life in general?
I mean, I went through a period of time where I wanted to do collabs with a lot of bigger artists, but it didn't happen because of that stigmata or some shit being said about me. So I'm over that shit now. I'd rather just do my own shit. Like, I kind of adopted the Slim Thug mentality. Like, Slim, he gonna be pro Houston. He gonna be like, I can go and go get the big names, but I was rather put niggas from my hood or niggas from my city on my shit, new niggas, and give them an opportunity on my platform and do shit like that. Me, I wanted to get with other major artists just to prove that I'm supposed to be there. I still wanted to do shit with everybody else, but I wanted to go in and get an opportunity to steal your fans. I want an opportunity to steal his fans. I want her fans too. You know what I'm saying? Because I do this shit. I'm not doing this shit just because I can. I'm doing this shit because I think I'm goddamn good at it. And for those people that do feel like saying top 5, how do you know that I can't hang with somebody that's in your top 5 if I gonna get an opportunity to get on a song with them? You know what I'm saying? So that was what I wanted to do, and I wanted a chance to jump on a major label. But once I found out that the type of money that them niggas be getting as an artist on a major is the same type of shit that I'm getting as CEO of my own independent shit, I don't want to do that shit no more. So I guess I don't want to do shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right, well when it's all said and done, what you want to be remembered for?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a
I
fuck.
don't give a fuck if I'm remembered or not.
Hmm.
Because I'm not going to be here to see if I'm remembered.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to be here while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I want to be noticed while I'm here. See, when I'm gone, say fuck me how you want to. I don't give a damn. If you say that shit now, I'm going to fuck you up, though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really give a fuck about a lot of shit. Tell me what is it that is important to you? Like what's important to Zero?
Life.
Yeah.
Life, being able to grow into right decision making, right mindedness, you know what I'm saying? Just being a grown up. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit that people be giving a fuck about, like if it's not really important, why am I wasting my time and my energy with it? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't want to seem rude, but who gives a fuck about my top 5? Who gives like what does it mean? It don't mean shit to me, so I'm like, it's not important. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. What's important is I'm able to take care of who I need to take care of when I need to take care of them. What's important is being ready if something fucked up happens to me, like, oh shit, I need bond money, or somebody else need bond money, or it's an operation need to happen, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be prepared. You know, I don't need to be wet on a rainy day. I want to have my umbrella already, so to speak. So I mean, but yeah, a lot of shit ain't important to me because my psychological mind tells me it shouldn't be important to nobody.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like people's opinions, because all this shit that we basically talked about was opinionated. It don't mean shit. I could tell you all day I'm the king of the ghetto. Where do it say that at? Besides on a fucking album or some shit I say on a song. The most city done. I don't give a fuck, man. I just told somebody yesterday, I don't give a fuck. If you come out right now and be like, yeah, nigga, I'm Donnie the most, I don't give a fuck. You can be the most city done. I'm getting paid to be the nigga. But you can say all you want. Like, I don't care about this shit. I just care about what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. That's it. And I care about making some cool music. And I care about staying in business that's mine and staying out of everybody else shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't hesitate to say it, man. I'm just grown.
Yeah.
I'm just grown. And I want a whole lot of not fucking with me type shit. The
Yeah.
same not fucking with I give other people. You know, I just want people to know I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm just a person. That's So that's it really. And it ain't that I don't really just well, yeah, it is. I don't give a fuck. It is. I don't give a fuck. It's just shit just don't be important to me.
Yeah.
Like if a nigga talking about, hey, let's do this song, obviously that's important. If a nigga calling me, hey man, you heard what such and such said about it, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the negative shit, cause that's all shit be is negative. You know what I'm saying? Unlike you asking me about, you know, my discography, like the chronology of my career. That's cool. But you know, when a nigga get into like, well, hey man, well why such and such don't like such and such? I'm like, that ain't y'all motherfucking business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people just private. I'm just a private person. And the way I look at a lot of shit is just like, man, if the shit ain't necessary, then I don't want to be involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Come out when it's time to come out. I don't want to just be out here for nothing. Like, this my hood over here. But I wasn't going to be over here right now if I ain't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac said, man, my every move is a calculated, you know what I'm saying? It's calculated. So I'm just trying to be calculated, man, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to let the light shine the best way that I can, man. That's it. Without being, you know, ignorant and shit. And I don't like to impose my behalves on a whole lot of people. A lot of them motherfuckers don't even know what they mean. But you might not be the same type of person I am. So I don't want to come around and try to force my shit on you. Like this shit used to be funny. We used to ride around and smoke, Trey on smoke. So the whole car fucked up. You look in the rear view, this nigga whole head out the window, cause he y'all niggas tripping with this bullshit. I can't breathe. That's just because, you know, he on some y'all shouldn't smoke and we on some you should.
But y'all were imposing that on him at the time.
We imposing that on
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Just like he imposing
Being sober.
being sober. And we like, nigga, that shit boring. We don't want to be that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, when I stay to myself, I don't have moments where I'm like, because I sit back in the room full of motherfuckers and be like, why somebody do something and I can't really just hold it. I be like, hey, excuse me, that was the dumbest shit I ever seen in my what possessed your dumb ass to do this bullshit here? You fool ass nigga, you. But then I'm wrong.
yeah,
I feel like I'm wrong for letting your slip hang. No,
yeah, yeah.
like nigga, what if another like-minded motherfucker like you gonna lose a job because of this type of shit? I'm like, cut your camera off when you do that shit, nigga. You know your boss probably follow you on Instagram. You stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just on some shit like that. So I don't go a lot of places, man, because I see dumb shit all the time, and I can't be quiet about the shit. So I be quiet about the shit, and I go right about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's
Yeah.
why this nigga career been 22 years long.
yeah.
Because in 22 years, somebody do something fucked up every goddamn day. So
That's what it is, man. Well, hey, man, it's the Donnie Houston podcast, man. Zero. We out.
swim well.